Darius Ford. It's escorted by Glenn and Rebecca Ford. He played football for 4 years. Next, number 2, Jordan Jojo McGee. He's been escorted by his mother, Tamika McGee, and family. Played football for 4 years and 2 years of baseball. Number 3, Tim Jackson. He's being escorted by D'Angelo and Marquita Simmons. He's been playing football for 4 years. Number 4, Aaron Donaldson. He's been escorted by his mother, brother, and sister and father. And he's been playing football for 4 years. Number 7, Titus Henderson. Escorted by his mother and a couple of family members that they love. Been playing football for 4 years. Number 8, Caleb Tillman. He's being escorted by Jessica Tillman Holly, and he's been playing football for 4 years. Number 9, Darius Young. He has been escorted by his family. He's been playing football for 4 years. Number 10, Jordan Hollins. He's been escorted by Tracy Hollins. Been playing football for 2 years. Number 11, Quintarius White. Being escorted by his mom, dad, stepdad, grandmother, and host of family. He's been playing football. Next, number 13, Darius Hodge. Parents, Anthony Orlando Moore, and a host of other family members. He played football for 4 years, but this is my first year at Terry. Number 15, Quintarius Benson. He's been escorted by Angelina Hunter and Takario Benson. They play football and baseball from 9th through 12th grade. Number 16, Antonin Williams Jr. He's been escorted by his mom and dad, Charlene and Antonin Williams, accompanied by his sister, Destiny Williams, and grandparents, Lisa and Malcolm Alexander. He played varsity football for 2 years. Number 17, Kendrick Watkins. He's being escorted by Crisco Kitchens. And he's played football for 6 years. Number 21, Braylon Nicholson. His parents are Lamarcus and Braylon Nicholson. Grandparents Dorothy H. R. Hope. He's been playing football for 2 years. Number 25, A.J. Hampton. He's been escorted by Walter Hampton. Varsity football for 2 years. Number 29, Antoine Bilbro. He's been escorted by Fred. He's been playing football for 1 year. Next up, number 49, Patrick Jenkins. He's been escorted by his mom, dad, and family. He's played football for 2024. Next up, Rion Holston. He's being escorted by his family. He's played football 2002 to 2024 and played track from 2023 to 2024. Number 75, Elijah Bebe Sanders. He's escorted by his mom, dad, brothers, sisters, grandparents, godparents, aunts, uncles, and host of family and friends. He played 4 years of Terry football, 3 years of Terry baseball, 2024. and gentlemen, give it up for your 2024-2025 senior football team players.
A ball game with big implications here tonight, folks. We are live from Bulldog Field. The Terry Bulldogs host the 4th-ranked team in the state of Mississippi. The undefeated Tigers of Hattiesburg come to town to face the 6-2 Bulldogs. Hello, everyone. I'm Trellis Williams. With me right here is Tony Kimble, our color analyst. Now, the Bulldogs this year, 6-2 record on the season. Last ball game was on the road, a big win over the Blue Devils of Pearl River Central, a region win that pretty much locks up a playoff berth for the Terry Bulldogs once again for this 2024 season. However, the Bulldogs do not have a single win that just is one to put up on the marquee. Not one like marquee win. You get a win over Callaway, which was big, winning 13-12. You beat Vicksburg, who you lost to last year. That was a big win as well. But the two biggest games that you've had so far, Clinton and West Jones, you've fallen short here at Bulldog Field. How important is it for Terry to try to get a marquee win here tonight before the playoffs begin?
The first thing is it starts in the mind. You know, when you're out here and you got the 4th-ranked team in the state, number one, you can't let that get in your mind. You got to go out there and play, sound football. You got to not worry about all those, things that could change. What you got to worry about now is just going out there playing the best football we can possibly play.
And so another thing that the Bulldogs have in on their goals list is to have a home playoff game. We were talking about that with Coach Thigpen at the South 78 show over the course of this season. Would love to be able to host a playoff game. If you get this win here tonight, you're pretty much in the driver's seat to be able to get that done. How big is that on the mind of the Bulldog players?
Right, absolutely. A home playoff game is to your advantage because sometimes when you go into the playoffs, how this high school system is set up, you can end up not having a home game at all if you are a 3rd or 4th seed. It's weird. I don't really like how it's set up. I feel like if you are a 1 or 2 seed, you should have the advantage all the way through. And as a coach, I've been in the situation where we've been a number 1 seed and we played at home, and then we have to go based on the certain seedings and stuff like that. I didn't like that, but it's important to have a home playoff game. That would be great for Terry football.
Yes, so very interested to see what happens here tonight. But from Hattiesburg's perspective, you're undefeated, 8-0 record. You're ranked 4th in the state of Mississippi. You kind of backloaded your region schedule. You've already played Forest Hill. You've already played Pearl River Central. Beat them by a combined score of 98-6. Now you play Terry, and the next week you play West Jones. And you're going on the road for both of them. So tough going on the road here in region play for Hattiesburg.
Right. These are called games where you coach up players hard, okay? Because the potential that Terry has, number one, they can put points on the board. They can move the ball down the field. There are opportunities where Terry has played very great, good defense out there. So you have to be careful and have the team focus, ready to come out here and play football and not look to the next game.
So this is the lead up to kickoff presented by Buford Plumbing and Heating. And another thing I wanted to discuss, Coach, is that you're taking on a Hattiesburg team that you have guys who play both sides of the ball and really talented players, starting with quarterback Deuce Vance for Hattiesburg. He's the coach's son, but he plays both sides of the ball, plays corner, committed to South Alabama as a cornerback. You got another player on your team, and DeMarcus Baker, who plays running back for you but also plays corner, and he's committed to Southern Miss as the cornerback. Just kind of talk about guys like that playing defense, and that's a really tough secondary you're going up against for Terry.
Right, so you got to find out where the weakness is. That's the number one thing. When you're looking at film, although, they're if they're committed to a D1 school, that says that they're a pretty solid player. But again, as the opposing coach, you got to find a way to win it. You got to find a way, find the weakness, something they don't do well, and you got to begin to attack that. That's the mentality that you got to have against this number 4 ranked team on tonight. So regardless of, the stars, we still got to play on the field tonight.
Absolutely. Another start for Hattiesburg, Tristan Keys, and he's a highly ranked player, top 10 player in the country. for this Hattiesburg team. So, I mean, Tigers are stacked this year. No wonder why they're an 8-0 football team. But just kind of talking from Terry's point of view, Rondé Baker had a big game against Pearl River Central. He's had a big season. And now you're in week 10 of the season, and you're healthy. No injuries today.
That's
you're
positive.
fully healthy. How big is that for the Bulldogs coming into the final stretch of the season?
Right, so that's positive. You don't have any major injuries. No one's out due to major injuries. That's a blessing in disguise as a coach, because you get to this point of the year, you played 9 games, almost 10 games. So So you're going through the grind. You've had a bye week too to recover from. It's good to have this bye week. I guess it depends on how you approach it. Sometimes coaches don't like the bye week at this particular time, but I think it's a great thing to prepare and refocus and have that full week to prepare for Hattiesburg. So that's a good thing.
So in just under 15 minutes, the Terry Bulldogs are going to host the Hattiesburg Tigers. The Tigers have not lost this season. They're 8-0 on the season. Last year, these two teams faced off, and Hattiesburg dominated the Bulldogs 39-0 down at D.I. Patrick Stadium. And now this year, the Bulldogs are going to try to get back at them here at Bulldog Field. Folks, we will step aside. This is the lead up to kickoff presented by Buford Plumbing and Heating. We'll step aside and be back.
Good evening, fans and students, and welcome to Bulldog Field. Coming on the field is JROTC Bulldog, holding the national flag, Cadet Command Sergeant Major Bailey Barnes, holding the state flag, Cadet Major Jacqueline McElroy, left arm bearer, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Trinity Gold, right arm bearer, Cadet Captain Madison Raleigh, Cannon Team Commander, Cadet Captain Loretta Stone. Cannon Team Assistant, Cadet First Sergeant Tracy Dixon. We ask that before rising for the playing of our national anthem, you quietly consider a couple of facts and actions you might practice during its playing. It is hoped that you personally will honor and respect every military member who has given his or her life so you are able to enjoy the freedoms you have been living in the country for which they have been fought. When you stand quietly while looking at the flag, you are showing respect for sacrifices made in protecting our flag and our valued ways of life. Please rise now for the playing of our national anthem. coaches, cheerleaders, student bodies, and fans of Terry High School, extending each of you a big welcome. We are pleased that you can be here. The high school athletes that are performing tonight are friendly rivals as members of opposing teams. This basically is the theme of interscholastic athletics, the idea of friendly competition. The visiting team in every interscholastic game is the guest of the home team. The expectation is that they be treated as such. Profanity and vulgar cheers are abusive to other spectators and also a reflection of your school and community. This type of behavior will not be tolerated and may cause your team or school to be placed on probation. People involved in this behavior will be asked to leave the area with no refund or re-entry and could possibly be banned from future contests. The use of alcohol, drugs, and tobacco are forbidden at all Mississippi high school activities. Our official board meetings are allowed at MHSAA outdoor events, outdoors, bullhorns, and sides, and football homes are allowed. No official board members are allowed at MHSAA indoor events.
Welcome back to Bulldog Field. I'm Trellis Williams. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW network. Terry Bulldogs about to host the Hattiesburg Tigers. And now The seniors for the Bulldogs are about to meet the Tigers at half field to do this coin toss. On the west end of the end zone are the Bulldog cheerleaders, and on the east end, the Hattiesburg Tigers are congregated getting ready to be introduced to their fans. Tigers have a few fans over on their side. Bulldogs are actually having a much better crowd than it was looking like originally, and definitely a lot better of a crowd than had against West Jones.
Yeah, you're right.
And so it's good to see here today, people rolling in, and we still have more people coming to the gate. But this is senior night. The Terry Bulldogs are going to be in their maroon jerseys with the maroon pants, white numbers, and white helmets with the inscription Terry on those helmets. For the Hattiesburg Tigers, they have some fresh uniforms as well with the yellow gold jerseys and pants with the purple numbers, black trim, and the purple helmets. And the Tigers looking fresh. So you got a good uniform game here today between the Hattiesburg Tigers and the Terry Bulldogs. We are ready to bring this to you right here on the TSJW Network. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button right now. Also, we've got other things here on the TSJW Network. We've got the South 78 football show. The one that for this week just went out this morning. Had an interview with Coach Chris Thigpen, kind of recapping what happened in the Pearl River Central game where the Bulldogs took that win 35-14. Kind of discuss that with Coach as well as preview this ball game between Terry and Hattiesburg as they shake hands at half field. And we are ready to see a good contest here at Bulldog Field. The Bulldogs have some energy. The Tigers have some energy as well. Tigers are 8-0 on the season. Bulldogs are 6-2. Two teams that are heading to the playoffs and two teams that have good football teams and are having good seasons. And Terry looking to get a big win here tonight. Just a few moments, we will be introducing to the fans. And now you got the Tigers coming out on the east end right here with the flags and everything. The Hattiesburg Tigers, 8-0 on the season. Ranked 4th in the state. And now on the other side, we got the Terry Bulldogs coming out now. The Bulldogs, 6-2 record on the season with their maroon jerseys and maroon pants and the white helmets. The Terry Bulldogs are ready to get a big win here tonight as they host the Hattiesburg Tigers. We are back, folks. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. We're glad you're joining us here today. Hattiesburg and Terry right here on the TSJW Network. We have not gotten any clear signal on who has the ball first. Do you know, Coach?
We will see. Looks like Hattiesburg has the ball.
So it looks like the Tigers will be the returning team on the kickoff here as the Bulldogs will be kicking it away in just a few moments. We are glad to see it. Ready to get back to some football. We got a nice night here at Bulldog Field here in Terry, Mississippi. We got pretty good temperature, a little breeze. And we thought we were going to have some rain, but praise the Lord, doesn't look like we got any rain going on. But you never know when you might get a few sprinkles.
Yeah.
As it's 71 degrees outside, and we'll see what happens. Bulldogs and Tigers right here. So it looks like kicking the kickoff will be Brady Busby. And so they make a little change up on the kickoff here.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, that's a change.
But we've talked to Coach Thigpen, and he said that Brady, he can kick too. And obviously he's the punter for the Bulldogs as well as the quarterback. And they're going to have him kick the kickoffs. Braylon Nicholson is a senior, and he is the kicker for the Terry Bulldogs, but he is more, his specialty is more of the extra points and field goal kicking. And I don't think necessarily with the kickoff, so they have Busby is going to take the kickoff responsibilities. We got nearly close to a packed crowd here at Bulldog Field on the Bulldogs side. Busby's going to kick this football away. And that's a good kick, and it will be received here by the Tigers. And that will be down at the 36-yard line. That is DeMarcus Baker who is taken down. And so the Tigers will get started here on their drive. And the Tigers, the last two games, their offense has been rolling, folks. Outscoring opponents 98-6. Over the last two games. That was Pearl River Central and Forest Hill. The Tigers will start off on offense. Deuce Vance is the quarterback for the team. He is the son of head coach Tony Vance, who is in his 12th season as the head coach. And now in his 12th season, he's got his son at quarterback in an 8-0 season. How about that? Vance back to throw. Short pass, and it is caught by DeMarcus Baker, who is taken down, but he got a good few yards there, getting to the 42. That's a 7-yard gain.
Right, that's a good job by the Terry defense. You saw 10 to the football. That's a good sign. You like to see that early on in the football game.
Vance in the shotgun. Hand off there. And wrapped up. And I saw Jakari Brooks and Jadarius Young wrapping that one up real good. And that's going to bring up third down.
That's definitely a good job right there of closing down by the Terry defensive end right there, closing down close to the line right there, and making the running back make a decision. So that was a good play right there. 3rd and 3. Vance in the shotgun. That was Leverett, Hayden Leverett, the sophomore, on the run there for no gain. The band is playing. We got energy here at Bulldog Field. Vance is going to run to the right side. He's a dual threat QB. I don't think he's going to get it. He was pushed out of bounds. Where's the spot going to be? We're going to have to see where this spot will be.
It's close.
Very close. I don't see any signal to move the chains. Oh, they are. They're going to give him the spot. Oh, wow. They actually spot him short of the first down, but then they give him the first down. Wow. So the ball's at the 45. And here we go. Hattiesburg Tigers.
Right, yeah. Just ran a quarterback sweep right there, and you definitely want to pay attention to that. When we talk about a dual quarterback right there, that's one of the things you have to think about as a defensive coordinator. You know, you can end up having 10 people block and him running the ball. That's definitely a focus point.
I think that is a timeout going to be called by the Hattiesburg Tigers here.
Yeah, I don't think that was the first down, because that was – could at least got a measurement or something. That was it's kind of quick.
10 minutes, 20 seconds to play in the first quarter, and we are scoreless thus far. Ball at the 45-yard line. The Tigers had to fight and claw for a first down, and they got it. And now they've got the football at the 45-yard line. Vance is quarterback for Hattiesburg. He's got one receiver out right and one out left. Tried to catch somebody off sides, and now we got a flag on the field. It's going to be false start against Hattiesburg, and that'll bring up a first down at 15.
Yeah, and these little things like this where you're first and 15, there are not a lot of calls on your play sheet right there, and it kind of puts you in a bad situation right here. So defense just needs to play solid right here and get them in second and long.
1st and 15 now, and Vance is in the shotgun. He's got a receiver out right and a receiver out left. There's the snap. Now Vance going to take a run down the middle, and he will be taken down, and that was Jordan McGee that got him. And is just short of the original line of scrimmage. They got a gain of 3, it looks like, second down and 12.
Right, and you want to keep them below 4 yards. That's kind of the name of the game. You know, if you can keep them below 4 yards, if you go 3 times 3 is 9. So we do the math. That's not 10 yards. So each down, you want to keep them below 3-yard gain.
Twins to the left, one to the right, and here's the toss to Leverett, and Leverett is wrapped up back at the 40, and the Bulldogs able to gang up on him and get him down. A loss of 3, third down and 15. And now, big-time defense here from the Bulldogs. They showed some good defense on the first series, and then now forcing another third down, and this one's third and long.
Right, so now what you got to do is just don't fall for any type of trick plays right here. Don't fall asleep right here. And I'm pretty positive they're going to try and get this ball to Keys. So I'm pretty sure that's the expectation right here. They're going to this bunch formation right here. So I'm pretty sure they're trying to get it to Keys.
They got trips to the right, and Tristan Keys is the second from the far sideline. Deuce Vance in the shotgun. It looks like this will be a pass play. He's back to throw. Left-hand passer, and that pass was on the money. But it will not be enough for a first down as it's on the other side of the 50 to the 49. He did indeed get it to Tristan Keys for an 11-yard gain. Fourth down and 4 now for Hattiesburg. And they're going to trade it out, and they're going to punt this football away.
Yeah.
So good job by the Bulldogs.
Right, it's a really great job. And it's just inconsistent with this right here. But I'll be careful for them going for this right here, even though they're lined up to punt the ball. Be careful. But great job by.
He's back to punt. Oh, he's faking it. He's faking it to the left side. That's Tristan Keys. Stumbles, and he's taken down. And the Bulldogs turn him over on downs.
Yeah.
They had Tristan Keys back there to punt the football. I don't know if he's the punter or not.
Right. Yeah. If Tristan Keys is going to get the ball, I'm doing whatever I need to do to kill it, to have a defender near him. I don't trust it at all. He's too great of a player.
And the Bulldogs did a great job getting them down there, turning them over on downs, and the Bulldogs have it at the Hattiesburg 49-yard line. And so now that'll bring us to the keys to the game, brought to you by Vowels Marketplace and Coach Kimble.
Right, so what we want to see tonight is the fundamentally sound football right. That was offsides. Prevent the big plays and play with high expectations right here. Like right now, we need to go for it right. That's pass interference.
Oh, Busby over there, and yes, we're going to get the yellow. Yellow's on the field. And that was about as bad of a pass interference as I may have ever seen in my life. And they do call it. And wow, we got arguing over here? That's crazy.
What?
We're really arguing this call's yellow on the field.
Right, we had an offsides and, yeah, that was – okay.
That was DeMarcus Baker on that far sideline holding them. And so that will advance the football for the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs will have the first down here. Still tied up at 0. Things are going in the Bulldogs' direction here early in this game.
Got momentum right here. You know, I talked about preventing the big plays, but you also need to orchestrate big plays too. So let's see what happens here.
Busby in the shotgun, man in motion is Timothy Jackson. Handoff Baker. Baker right through the middle, avoiding the tackle. Oh, he's got some room. He's up ahead of everybody, pushing it down to the 4-yard line. Big play for the Bulldogs. Another first down, brought to you by Barnett's Body Shop. And we got a little scuffle going on here. I think they're going to break them up, and it's going to be ball at the 4-yard line for the Bulldogs. That's a big play there, Coach.
Absolutely. But that's what Rondé's been doing all year. So that's what you expect from him. But that's huge because you're doing it during a big game right here.
Looks like we're going to see Wildcat formation. It's worked for the Bulldogs here in close yard positions as the Bulldogs are now in the Raising Cane's red zone. No, they're going to have Jordan McGee back there playing quarterback, and they're going to go together, and he's going to fake the handoff and go around the edge and go out of bounds, losing 6. So that's not a good look there for the Bulldogs.
Right. Yeah, we got to run forward. We can't run side to side against this type of defense right here, and vice versa. So you want to go straight ahead and just kind of chip away at it right here. If you gain 2 yards, that's okay, because where we are in the red zone right here, you want to continue to move forward right here.
2nd and goal. They got McGee back there again on the right side hash, near side. Man in motion's Baker, and they're going to toss it to him, and now there's going to be a flag on the field. It's yellow.
It's offside.
They're going to call an offsides, and that helps the Bulldogs out.
Right.
Offsides against Hattiesburg, so the Tigers are getting in trouble a little bit here with penalties early. It's good to see if you're a Bulldog fan.
Right. Honestly, he could have let that go because we would have had a touchdown right there because we actually out-leveraged the Tiger defense right there. But again, I mean, we've been having trouble all year with the refs, so I guess, hey.
You'll take it like this. We'll take it like this.
Right. Yeah, let me stop complaining.
McGee back in the shotgun again, and there's more motion behind the line. There's going to be a whistle. Timeout called by the Tigers. That's their 2nd timeout already used in this first half. And the Bulldogs running the ball down the Tigers' throat with Rondé Baker on that big run. And, Coach, I mean, if it's working with Baker, see if they can stop it.
Right. You don't stop it. You run it again. You hit repeat right here. And he does a good job of moving forward, having positive game right here. And one thing, shout out to this band right here, because I'm telling you, it makes a difference. When you have a band playing, it makes a huge difference right here. Shout out to Terry Band right here for keeping up that momentum with the tunes that they're playing right here. Of course, you don't want to play right now because we got the ball, but, yeah, good job.
So Bulldogs back with the football again. It is 2nd down and goal. We'll see what formation's here. Looks like it'll go to McGee again, but Baker's right next to him. And here's the run. Yellow on the field again. Another offsides penalty against the Tigers, and the Tigers are just violating right now. It's going to get the Bulldogs even closer again. This will be a 2nd down and even closer here for the Bulldogs. They're knocking on the door of scoring first.
Yeah, you got to move forward right here, Trellis. You can't go east and west right here. You need to go in the teeth of that defense because it's 2nd down. You got to go north.
They're going to snap this one straight to Baker. Baker around the left edge. Oh, he got away from him. He's going to march into the end zone. Touchdown, Terry Rondé Baker. And the Bulldogs strike first here at Bulldog Field. And that touchdown is brought to you by Total Package Lawn Care.
Wow. That is a nice move by Rondé right there because he stepped in on the defender's inside foot and stepped outside. So I don't know what type of dancing that is, but it's great he was in the end zone. That's a nice move by Rondé right there. That's a great job by the Tigers capitalizing on a mistake by the Terry special team. The Hattiesburg special team.
6-0 Bulldogs, and now Nicholson is set up for the extra point. He'll kick it up, and that one is up, and it is through. It is good. And the Bulldogs score more against the Tigers already than they have been scored on in the last 2 weeks. Bulldogs lead 7-0 at home.
Right.
And wow, what a play by Baker. And Baker, he had the Hattiesburg defender right there, and he just shook him over to the left. And once he shook him over to the left, it was over with. He was in the end zone.
Yeah, and that was a pretty good defender. If I remember correctly, I can't remember what number it was, number 14. I had to check on him, but I think he's I'll come back to that, but I think he's a highly recruited player, if I remember correctly. But I might be wrong, but I just know.
Is that number 19, Caden Smith?
It might be 19 instead of 14, yeah. Yep. So that's a nice move right there.
Yeah, it was a nice move by Rondé Baker. He's had a very good season here for his junior year, and the Bulldogs now lead 7-0, and that's a good feeling right here. Now, you did score first against West Jones as well, so you got to keep it up. Right. You can't let – and remember, against West Jones, first play 80-yard run.
Right.
Can't let that happen.
So that goes back to preventing the big play. You got to prevent the big play. And the only way you prevent the big play is playing fundamentally sound. It's not rocket science to it. It's not rocket science to this. That means being where you're supposed to be and just doing your job, as Bill Belichick used to say. Just do your job. That's the keys to that.
Bulldogs up 7-0. Braylon Nicholson will kick this kickoff, and he'll kick it to the near sideline. It is received by Baker. That's DeMarcus Baker. He gets to the middle. Now he's going out to the outside. You want to let the big play happen here. He will stop him, but not before he gets to the 45. So a good return from DeMarcus Baker. And so now the Tigers back with the football once again. This is their second possession of the ball game.
Yeah, we got to adjust that left side of the kickoff team right there, because that's too many yards right there. And you put them almost, to the 50-yard line, Solid kick, but we got to get down there and cover on the left side of the kickoff team right there. Find out what happened.
Balls at the 44-yard line. Twins to the left and twins to the right, and Vance is in the shotgun for the Tigers. He's got it. He'll hand it off, fake the handoff, pass high, caught though, and now the move on the juke move out of bounds. That was number 3, Tyree Barnett, senior wideout for the Tigers, and it is a 4-yard gain, I do believe, maybe a 5-yard gain, I think it is.
Right.
2nd and 5 now from the 49-yard line.
Yeah, this Terry defense can't fall asleep. Got to keep their eyes on keys, because what they're doing is they're doing the RPO, run pass option. And if you fall asleep in the secondary, they're going to try to hit you deep right here. So the corner's going to have to pay attention to keys.
Vance on the handoff, Leverett right through the middle. And now the Bulldogs defense trying to stop him. The Tigers offense is going to push him past to this first down. Wow. Big play by the Tigers. And that was the O-line pushing him to that first down. He's going to get past the 45.
Got number 76 for the Tiger offense. He looks to be about 6'7", 6'8" down there. I don't know. We had to check his size out. That's a massive young man.
He's 6'9", 285 pounds. That's a huge person right there. Vance around the edge, and he will scurry out of bounds. Maybe gain a yard there, 2nd and 9. And this Tigers team right here trying to bounce back from a deficit here. They haven't been used to deficits very much this season. They had a few battles earlier in the year, but not in a while. And so now sometimes this might be a wake-up call for a team that's kind of been dominating as of recent.
Right. It's a heavyweight fight. Once you get a punch thrown at you, you got to come back with one and hit back. If you don't hit back, what ends up happening is that momentum is picked up by the other team right here. But I will have my eyes on Keys right here, because they're trying to get the ball to him right now. They better have somebody over the top.
They got Keys to the near sideline. Now the run from Leverett right through the middle, busting right through. He's in the long run, and he's going to be pulled down inside the 5. Big run from Hattiesburg. Kind of reminds you of the Rondé Baker run earlier, and a big play for the Tigers. First down. This will be a first down and goal, and they get deep into the Raising Cane's red zone. Now the Bulldogs going to have to make a stand defensively.
Right, absolutely. What they did was they ran off tackle right there, and what happened, of course I couldn't actually see it, but most likely what happened there, it was they had an extra defender. The Tiger offense had an extra defender on their sideline, which now creates another lane for the defense. We didn't close down on it, but I'm curious to see what happened on that particular play, because nobody touched him until the 5-yard line. Yeah, he ran through a couple of players right there. So
Terry 7, Hattiesburg 0, but they are knocking on the door now. First down and goal. The Bulldogs just called a timeout, using up their first timeout of the ball game. 6:06 to play in the opening quarter, and the Tigers getting right back at the Terry Bulldogs. And this has been a thing that the Bulldogs have dealt with in their 2 big games they played against Clinton and West Jones. They score and then immediately get hit back. And so you want to make a big stand here. Tigers at the 4. Vance is in the shotgun, and the lone receiver to the left is Tristan Keys. Vance is going to run it. through the middle, and he is hit and taken down.
Yeah,
Garen Donaldson lost his helmet on the play, but Vance didn't get anywhere, so good job defensively here by the Bulldogs.
Right. Yeah, and they did a good job of adjusting to this formation. This is a little funky formation because basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to out-leverage you, meaning they're trying to have
Vance trying to escape. He's going to make the pass to the corner of the end zone to Keith. Oh, wow. They're going to throw the yellow down on the field in the corner of the end zone. Well, I guess he did have the jersey off the shoulder pad. Keys didn't like the contact, and they're going to call it against Glendarius Ford there in the corner of the end zone. So yellow on the field now. It's going to be a pass interference.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's okay because what you do is they're going to go half the distance, right? He stops the touchdown, and you get another opportunity. It goes back to first down, but you prevent that touchdown. I mean, I wouldn't be happy about it, but they didn't score. So,
does it go back to first down?
Yeah, it goes back to first down. So I'm okay with that. But they got to make sure they adjust to this formation right here. They have no receivers in there. They're running the ball. It's no question. They're in the T formation. Oh, my goodness.
So now Vance is under center. We'll hand it off Leverett. He doesn't get anywhere. Good job by the Bulldogs stopping him. They kept the second down. Now they're showing third down, Coach.
Well, if they don't fix it.
That's third down and goal. That's what they have over there on the sideline. So now ball's at the 2-yard line. The Bulldogs, obviously 4-down territory. The Bulldogs have 2 more opportunities to get a stand. It looks like the Tigers probably got it in there, and I think they do. Touchdown, Hattiesburg, which will make it 7-6. So the Tigers able to get on the scoreboard themselves, and now going to try to tie the ball game up with an extra point.
Yeah, I mean, that was, the best you can play it at this particular point right here. I mean, you give up a big play right here. You give up a big play that puts the, Terry defense in the red zone right there. So, I mean, you just got to come back and make the adjustment against that formation right there.
7-6, 5:04 to play in the first quarter. The Tigers just got into the end zone off a run. And so now they're going to go for the extra point here. The kick is up, and it looks like it's right through the middle. It is good. So we're tied up at 7 here at Bulldog Field. The Bulldogs will have a chance to come right back at the Tigers. They did well that first possession.
Right, yeah.
You want to keep that going right here.
Yeah, so once you go to the sideline, you at this point in time, I didn't have this when I was coaching, but I'm not old. Now you have this huddle system right here where now you can go on the sideline and look at formations and look at what they did and make that adjustment right there. And, you make that adjustment, then you go out and be prepared right there because that was just a big run right there because maybe a lineman blocked down and got a linebacker. I don't know. Be curious to see what they did to make that big run, but you got to prevent the big plays. This is hands down. That can't happen.
The Tigers will kick, and we'll see if this is an honest kick or not. You never know.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to. It wouldn't be wise to kick anything short of onside. But
this is Eugene Powell, 6 foot, 243-pound kicker for the Tigers. And he will kick it long. This one will be received by Chadarius Rogers. Rogers on the fake. He's taken by the legs. He's able to make the fake there and weather the storm a little bit before he's taken down. So ball is going to be spotted at the 20. That's where the Bulldogs will start their possession, the second possession of the game. First possession for the Bulldogs went well as they were able to get in the end zone for a Rondé Baker touchdown. And now, Coach, what do you expect the play call and to be for the Bulldogs here?
I'm giving it to Rondé. There's no question. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm looking at my sheet, and I got the play call, give it to Rondé. That's the play call right there. You just have to figure out where you want to position him in this offense right now, play-wise.
Ball is at the 19-yard line for the Bulldogs. Busby is in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right and 3 to the left. So no backs in the backfield here now. Men in motion, and it's Timothy Jackson and Rondé Baker now next to Busby, and he sends Jackson in motion. Now there's the handoff to Baker. Baker takes the contact. He's down. Loss of yards. He's going to be back at the 17, a loss of 2. Second down and 12 now, so not a good play there. A run for a loss.
Right. Yeah, the Tigers' defense did a good job of squeezing down, which that means is that they're staying close to the offensive line right there.
Trips to the left, 2 to the right. Busby alone in the backfield. Checking over to the sideline to get a play call. Under 4.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Busby has a little time, has some protection. Now he rolls to the sideline. He's going to chunk it out of bounds. So 3rd and 12 now.
Yeah, and the Tigers' defense is in man-to-man right here, which plays a little different. Lends a different flavor for the quarterback now because you got zone. You can kind of hit certain spots in the zone. But in man-to-man, you got to be a little bit more precise with your throws. So that's just kind of a different look that they're giving. It looks like they're still in man-to-man. So.
And they got some talented players there in their secondary, the Tigers do. Busby's back to throw. He's got time and space. He's rolling to the sideline, pass into a tight window, broken up. That's going to be a 3-and-out situation here as the Tigers shut the Bulldogs down.
Oh, the nails were man downfield.
So there's yellow on the field here, but it's probably going to be against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, ineligible man downfield.
So an eligible man downfield is the call. The Bulldogs are going to punt it away, so 3-and-out there. And now your defense has to step up here as you just gave them the ball back very quickly.
Yeah. We got to cover this punt right here. Got to be pretty smart with this punt. Either put some air on it so our players can get down there, or you need to kick it to one side of the field.
Punt for Busby is strong and good. It's going to be returned, dropped by Baker. Baker! He was able to pick it up. Oh, wow. No, that was not Baker. Excuse me, that was Anthony Ponce. Oh, wow. He muffed the punt.
Right.
And then coming in there hard with the Bulldogs and thought maybe we'd get an interesting situation happening. But it will still be with Hattiesburg, and they'll have it right in their own territory, but very close to half field here. And I believe they're going to spot it at the 40, the 45, I think, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But that's where the Tigers will start their possession. 7-7's the ball game, just over 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Did we have a penalty? What happened? We had a penalty. Did he throw up a fair catch signal? I don't know.
I don't know, but it looks like a penalty against the Tigers, and this will bring them back. So not great field position here for Hattiesburg.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what that penalty was. Yeah. Okay.
This ball will be at the 33-yard line for the Tigers. That's where they'll start their possession. 7-7 ball game, just over 4 minutes to play in the opening period. The 8-0 Hattiesburg Tigers are tied up on the road here deep in the season in region play. Be a whistle at the line.
Yeah, you gotta locate Keys on every play on where he is. He's on the left side of the formation right here. He's in the slot. So you got to keep your eyes on him. Okay.
And the shotgun is Vance. Vance fakes the handoff. Now he's back to throw. He's being pressured. Pass downfield. Oh, and it's through the hands of Leverett. Thought it could have been picked off, but it's an incomplete pass. Second down and 10.
Yeah, it's these little moments like this, even on this punt right here, where the player's getting down the field, and like you gotta expect like I'm going to make a play. Like if you jog 2 yards or whatever, that could be the difference in you getting recovering a fumble or you getting an interception. So you got to play with high intensity tonight.
Vance is in the shotgun, 2nd down and 10 from their own 33-yard line for Hattiesburg. Vance, handoff Leverett. He's smacked. They're trying to push him again, and he's down at the 35, a gain of 2, 3rd and 8. And after the Bulldogs, you want to stop them on this play so you can get this football back.
Right.
Clock's running at 3:40 to go in the first quarter.
And the thing about it is, whenever a team gets a big play, and whatever that play was, they're going to come back and run it on certain downs right here. So I'm sure they're going to go back to whatever that big play they had in the when they scored. I'm sure they're going to give it to 22 right here, or try to get it to Keys. So, you know.
3rd and 8. Vance back to throw. Runs out of the pocket. Pass, short, incomplete. It was right in the hands of Tristan Keys, and he dropped it. So incomplete pass. And so the Bulldogs get the stop. That would have been a first down if he would have pulled that one in.
Right.
But he dropped it, so it's incomplete, and it'll be a punt to the Bulldogs now. 4th down and 8.
Yeah.
That's a big play for the Bulldogs.
Right, absolutely. You know, we got to get a little closer to Keys. I know there are other players out there, but they're trying to get the ball to Keys. It's not rocket science. They're trying to get the ball to Keys. You got to find where he is on every snap of the offense.
Here's the punt. It's a pretty good punt. Oh, Tadarius Rogers muffs it. Will the Bulldogs pick it up? I do believe they did. So it'll be Terry's football. Oh, Caleb Tillman picked that one up. And those are the kind of mistakes that could make the game real bad here. Tadarius Rogers muffed it. But good job by Caleb Tillman, able to recover it. So no harm done. The Bulldogs have the football.
Right, yeah. And it's good somebody's hustling to the football. Great things happen when you hustle. I can't explain it. It's just great things happen when you hustle. I don't know if that's in some type of football book somewhere, but it's in my mind.
Busby in the shotgun. 7-7 ball game. Busby on the toss to Baker. Baker getting a little north and south. Pushing through another defender. Oh, wow. Getting past the 40 and pushing down to the 44. First down, Bulldogs. Man, Rondé Baker, he's the man, folks. I'll tell you. He took about 5 players' contact and pushed through them, and they finally got him down at the 44, but a first down brought to you by Barnett's Body Shop.
Man, share this film with a college so this man can get him a scholarship.
Trips to the left and one to the right. Here's Busby, and he'll hand it off Baker. Baker will be tripped up to the 45, a gain of 1.
Yeah, and something interesting is viewing. I think there's going to be a battle of the bands tonight. So,
and the Tigers are coming in nice with their band as well.
Right.
You got trips to the left and one to the right, and Busby is in the shotgun. Tried to catch him off sides. Hattiesburg stays disciplined. Just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. 2nd down, 9. And he catches them off sides. Busby's back. And it's going to be offsides against Hattiesburg. Will advance Terry. 2nd and 4 now. So good job by the Bulldogs catching them off sides. I'll tell you, on that line is number 1, Kevin Otis, 6'3", 295. I saw him come up on the back of Brady Busby, and he just dwarfed Brady in size there.
Right. Yeah, there's some huge players out there.
You got to have some huge players to win football games. I tell you. Ball's at the 49 for the Bulldogs. It's 2nd down and 4.
They messed up this.
Yeah, they messed up the chains here. So there is a 2-minute warning, though. Seven ball game. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. 2nd down and 4. The Bulldogs have the football, and they're doing a good job moving the football thus far Rondé Baker has done well every time he's touched the football here. And now 4 yards to go and looking at a second down. And Coach, what do you expect the play call to be here?
Right. It's no surprise. I'm going to give it to Rondé. It's just a matter of where I want to insert him in their defense right here. But I'm giving the ball to him. Like, the test of a true back is running the ball against a solid defense right here. And Rondé has that capability right here. I'm giving it to him. That's just what it is.
Busby's in the shotgun. Twins to the right and one to the left. Here's Busby. He hands it off, and that's McGee. McGee downfield with the double pass to Gibson. It's in his hands. He's got green. He says peace to the Tigers defense. Touchdown, Terry. I see yellow on the field, though, and that's probably for unsportsmanlike conduct.
They're going to bring it back.
But can you bring it back on unsportsmanlike conduct?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that is costly. Let's hope not, though. I don't know what this call is going to be, but wow, what a great play. On the handoff to McGee, and he stepped back, and he delivered that one right to Gibson. And he was all by himself for the touchdown. Bulldogs, they still have not put the 6 up on the board.
Let's see if because usually it depends on where he did the celebration at or the taunting.
So no, it's touchdown Terry, folks.
Okay.
It is touchdown Terry. How about that? Jordan McGee put a beauty right on the money. And this Bulldogs offense is looking tight right now. And that's good to see. 13-7 Bulldogs. And I'll tell you, I've never, so in high school, do they call stuff back for unsportsmanlike conduct? I've never seen that before.
Yes, they do. They do that. If it happens down there as a person is going into the end zone, yes, they bring it back. Yeah. That's what.
I guess that they may have just picked up the flag on that one.
I don't think they picked it up.
Or maybe it's on the kickoff, or I don't know. But the Bulldogs will kick the extra point. They lead 13-7.
Unless the rule has been changed, if you get a penalty or taunting, and I could be wrong, I'm okay with that.
I will say, I'm not a big fan of taunting, but, man, that just doesn't seem right. I mean, goodness gracious. To take away points and take away a play for that. And you're talking about what a great play by the Bulldogs. And Nicholson's going to put it through, it looks like. It is good. And the Bulldogs lead 14-7. How about that, Coach?
Right.
How about that? The handoff to McGee. And McGee, former quarterback for this Bulldogs team, put it right on the money to Gibson. And Gibson was the man of the hour on that one.
Right. Yeah.
And skipping into the end zone. Touchdown, Terry.
And that's just a good play call right there. And the fact that he got it over 3 defenders right there is amazing right there. You had 3 defenders around that football right there. If I'm that Tiger defense, I'm upset. If I have 3 defenders around the football and we don't get the football, I got some problems. So, but it's good for Terry. So that's all that matters right there.
Bulldogs are 2 for 3 on possessions here. They've had a 3 and out on one of them, and on the other 2, touchdowns. One was a rushing touchdown from Rondé Baker, and that one was a pass from Jordan McGee to Braden Gibson for a touchdown. And Gibson, you got you a good receiver in Gibson there, and he was able to make his presence felt in this game on that play.
Yeah, I know he's excited, but, you know, you can celebrate in the end zone with your teammates, because now what it puts us in depends on how well we kick this football. You put the defense in a bad predicament. I don't see how well we field this ball.
There's the kick from Nicholson to the near sideline. It goes out of bounds. So ball will be at the 35 for the illegal kick out of bounds. Be first down for Hattiesburg as they'll take over. They've got the football now. 14-7 is the score. The Bulldogs have looked pretty sharp thus far, and the defense has looked pretty good too.
Right, yeah. So right now it's 1:40 right here. We can't fall for a big play. I'm pretty sure they're going to take a shot to Keys to kind of try to even out this momentum right here.
And, folks, we might have a long game on our hands. We're still in the first quarter, 1:40 to go. And we're 40 minutes in, 7:40, still in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're going to be
because there was a 15-yard penalty, I don't think it goes at the 30-yard line.
Well, it seems like if it's a 15-yard penalty, it'd be at the 50 because I know they go to the 35 for illegal kick. We'll see where they spot it. Yes, they're going to spot it at the 50, so that's where it is. And those kind of penalties are costly.
Yeah. You don't have to play a perfect game, but you gotta cut out. It's a reactive situation here where you got a penalty now for celebrating. Now push your defense on in a predicament and in a bad situation right here. Well, they're going to Keys. You know.
Glendarius Ford is matched up with Tristan Keys on the near sideline. Here's the run for Leverett, who's taken down, got right across the 50. He'll be spotted, 1 yard gain, 2nd and 9. Good job by the Bulldogs. They've done well against the run, other than that one big run by Leverett that got him set up for that touchdown.
Right, yeah.
But the Tigers' offense has not looked very fluid as of yet.
Right, you're playing fundamentally sound. Terry's defense is playing fundamentally sound. What you cannot get caught up in is falling asleep in the secondary.
Vance in the shotgun. Handoff again, Leverett. Leverett smacked! Jordan McGee hit him so hard his helmet went running. Oh, Jordan McGee on senior night, he says, I'm that dude. 14-7.
Listen, he needs to take that film, cut it up, and send that to the next college right here, because that can get him a scholarship right there, because he filled the hole like a linebacker should. I'm talking like Ray Lewis right there. I'm talking like Lawrence Taylor right here. They don't know nothing about Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah. I know about Lawrence Taylor, Coach.
That's the man.
Receiver out left, receiver out right. 3rd down, 10. And now here's the pressure. Vance, that one is floating. Jordan Hollins was trying to chase that one down. Wasn't able to. But it's 4th down and 10. This Terry Bulldogs defense is showing up here tonight.
Right. And the thing about it is, you know, you set that momentum. You're the momentum shifter right here. And the offense is the one that keeps it going. But again, you have this important component of football called special teams. You have to field this football and not let it bounce and put you either at the 5 or the 10. So you got to make sure you field this football effectively right here.
So back to punt the football here. Tristan Keys, that punt covered some distance, and they will stop it at the 12. So, I mean, it was a very effective punt. It was a line drive, but it's effective from Tristan Keys. And so now the Terry Bulldogs will have the football again. And now you can go up 2 scores if you're the Bulldogs.
Right, yeah. You just need a solid drive right here or a big play right here. That's the key to it. And if you don't, you kind of let that momentum die right here. So what you're trying to do is you got your foot on the pedal, you know. You're not hitting the brake right here. You're not playing conservative.
So Busby's going to be in the shotgun here. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. 14-7 lead for the Bulldogs. Keeping it close here with 3 receivers stacked in the right side. Busby on the toss to Baker. Baker eluding a tackler and pushing through another one down to the 15. That will be a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. And we'll see. I think the Bulldogs may let this clock run out on the first quarter. And, folks, we had a long first quarter here at Bulldog Field. It is 7:44. 45-minute first quarter here. And the time's going to run out, and they'll switch to the other side of the field. The Bulldogs lead 14-7 after 1 quarter here at Bulldog Field. And if you're a Bulldog fan, you're happy to see it. The undefeated Tigers are down here on the road. We will step aside and be right back. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. I'm Trellis Williams. Terry Bulldogs football, 2nd down and 8. They lead 14-7 to begin the second quarter. Trips to the left and one to the right. That's Brady Busby. He's going to be in the shotgun. Right next to him will be Rondé Baker. Man in motion is Timothy Jackson. Short pass from Busby to McGee. McGee able to get the screen, and he's able to push through a little bit of a pile here and get down to the 24, and I think he may get the first down here.
Looks like he does. Yeah, first down.
Yes, first down for the Bulldogs. What a big play. Getting that screen, and Busby hit McGee, and McGee got a good run there. And first down's brought to you by Barnett's Body Shop.
And you're just trying to get out of this backed up right here. You're just trying to move the ball forward. That's all you're trying to do right here. You're not trying, you don't want to go, first down to try to make a deep throw right here. You're trying to get out being backed up in the end zone.
Twins to the left and one to the right. Man in motion is Jackson. Fake handoff. Busby pass to open Gibson. Gibson able to stiff arm a defender. He's got blocking. He pushes through, gets across the 50 to the 48, and the Bulldogs offense is really moving right now. And a nice pass to Gibson, and Gibson is so good at yards after the catch.
Yeah. Yak, that's what we call it. Yards after catch right there. And he did a great job. Then again, the thing that is important is he placed the ball, he held the ball tight right there. Because what happens is a defender can come from your side and knock that ball out. So that's a good job by Gibson right there.
There's McGee. McGee around the edge, and he will push along and get a yard. So 2nd and 9.
Yeah. So maybe 2 yards right there, 2-3 yards. That's a yard. What you're trying to do is you're trying to be methodical in your approach right here. If you can get a big play, wonderful. But what you're trying to do is ease on up here. You're trying to get a couple of yards here, a couple of yards there, and find where the weakness is.
Busby is in the shotgun here. Back to throws Busby. Busby sacked. Tigers will get the sack here, and so the first sack the Bulldogs have led up in this ball game. Back to the 45, and that's quite a decent loss there, and it looks like it'll bring up a 3rd and 17. So 3rd and long now for the Bulldogs. So what's your play call here, Coach?
I would look at a screen right here because this Tiger defensive line is very aggressive right here. So I would try to sneak in either a running back screen right here or wide receiver screen. To kind of offset them a little bit, but I wouldn't just kind of, try something crazy. I'll try a screen.
The sack sponsors brought to you by the Hydro Station. Busby, pass. Oh, and there was a lot of contact and a man down, but there's no flag on the play. Okay, incomplete pass. 4th down and 17.
That's new. He literally had 2 players push him down to the ground. Oh, wow.
So just under 9.5 minutes to go in the first half. The Bulldogs are going to punt this football away, and so now it's up to your defense to do some more work here. The Bulldogs lead 14-7 off 2 good offensive drives. This offensive drive wasn't bad in itself,
right,
but letting that sack go kind of cost you a little bit.
Right, set you back big time right there. You can't have sacks because that puts you in a bad position.
Ooh. Busby's kick nearly blocked, but it was not, and it rolls, and it's caught there by Micah Shepard. I don't really understand. I saw Tigers do that too. I don't really understand catching it like that when it's got full momentum.
Yeah, I don't either. You just coach them up on the sideline and let them know, let the ball bounce.
That ball might have gone down at the 5
right,
if it would have kept rolling.
Yeah, and this is a game of inches right here where you look at the field turnover right here. Although we didn't get it to where we wanted to right here, but you put the Tiger offense backed up in their end zone right here. So now you just prevent big plays. That's it.
Ball at the 15. Hattiesburg's football here. Just over 9 minutes to go. in the first half. Appreciate you joining us. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button right now. Vance back to throw. He's going to hurl it downfield. That one is caught. Wow. Big play. And on that far side right there was Barnett. Barnett able to pull it in. That's a big play there.
Right. So that's a big play right here, but it doesn't. It doesn't draw blood right here. So what you got to do is, you got to put some help out there.
Vance trying to run it, and he's wrapped up. And folks, that'll be brought to you by the Hydro Station right there. I'll tell you, able to bring him back behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to make it 2nd down and 13. From the 33. So good play by the defense there.
Right, yeah. Although that was a good, that was just a good throw by Deuce. And you just put the ball where the receiver can get it right there on that particular last play that they had, that big play right here. You just got to knock the ball down. Find a way to get the ball down. That's just what it is. Yeah, and basically what they're doing is, what the Tiger defense is doing is they're playing the safety over the top of Keys, which means the other corner has to just, what we call, they got to man up. You have to man up and just play man-to-man right there and get that ball out. So, here, even with these quick passes right here, one of the effective ways to kind of put some pressure on that Tiger offense is bringing that blitz up the middle, because if you bring blitzes on either other side, what happens is you don't have enough time. The timing is off, and the quickest distance between 2 points is not a line, but it's a line segment.
That's right. That's right. Right. We got the math going on here, Coach Kimble.
Yeah, they're probably like, "What? This is football. What are you talking about?"
Looks like they'll give them 2nd and 11 is what it looks like. 8:21 to play in the first half. I don't know what's taking so long here. No, they're going to move it back, 2nd and 13.
Yeah, I thought they gave a sideline warning, but Coach Vance is still on the field.
Ball to 33. 14-7 lead for Terry. Hattiesburg looking to equalize it on this possession here. Vance is in the shotgun. He's got a receiver out left and a receiver out right. Right next to him is Leverett. He'll hand it off. There's the run. He was tripped up and he fell, but he was able to slide a little bit. And they're going to say that he was down at the 41, which is a nice gain of 8. Which will leave him at a 3rd down and 5. Huge 3rd down here for Hattiesburg.
Right. This is huge for the Terry defense. What they got to do is squeeze down. They got to squeeze down because they're going to come back with that play again right here.
Vance going to run to the left side, and he's absolutely swamped by the Bulldogs defenders. 4th down at the 42, a gain of 1, 4th and 4. And now it looks like Hattiesburg will punt again, but you're going to have to keep your eyes on them on this one.
Right, you're going to have to, because the defense has been playing, okay. So it doesn't necessarily risk anything right here, but more importantly is if they punt that ball, you cannot let this ball roll, because you're looking at the difference in about 20 yards right here.
Back to punt this football away is DeMarcus Baker, the senior. Snap is a little high, and he does punt it away. And that'll be a nice roll there. It was up the sideline, though, so that was tough. And, wow, the spot's going to be at the 13, I do believe. So not very good field position for the Bulldogs. And, I mean, for Hattiesburg, that is a plus to have 2 punters, 2 guys that are like players that they don't punt. They're not punters,
Right, they're not.
But they can punt the football.
Right.
And so when you have them back there, the defense does not know if this is going to be a punt or a fake because they can easily fake it, but they also actually do punt the football.
Right, but what you, yeah, that's true. But you got a returner back there, so you need to push him back further. Because now, like I told you, it's a difference in about 20 yards right here. Instead of, you're at the 30-yard line, what you're at the
16 is what it looks like.
16. That's almost 20 yards. Like that has an impact on the game.
Trips to the left and one to the right. The man in motion's Jackson. He jogs to the inside. Busby's going to roll. He's going to toss it to Baker. Baker able to take contact, and he'll get pulled down as he went further back. The spot is going to be at the 14, which is a loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
Yeah. Those defensive ends are pretty quick, so trying to get outside of them has to be methodical. So you got to keep, especially where you're on the field right here, you need to go north. You're not trying to go east or west right here. You're trying to go north to get yourself out of there. Once you get out of there, you can do what you need to do at that point.
Twins to the right and one to the left. Busby hands it off Jackson. Jackson around the left side, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe gain one from there. 3rd and 9 now. So 3rd down for the Bulldogs and not too close. Timeout. It'll be a referee timeout as the man was down. That's a Hattiesburg player, number 99, Justin Foster, and he's hobbling. He's being ginger on that right leg. 6'1", 260 defensive end for the Tigers. He's having a tough time getting over there. He might have a cramp. Is that what you think it is?
Well, I don't know, because you're not going to hop too much with a cramp.
That's right. So I hope he's okay. That's Justin Foster.
That's one of the better defensive linemen, too. So I think he's the one that got the sack on that last drive right here.
He's able to get back on his feet and walk. It's good to see. Yeah. 14-7 score, Terry in the lead. They've got the football. Big 3rd down here, 3rd down and 9. Ball is at the 17. Coach, what's the play call here?
Right, I'm trying to get this 3rd and 9. I'm trying to get the ball to Gibson right here. And what you're trying to do is set him down in the hook area, the curl area, and just get the ball to him. And
Busby's got time. He's going to make the pass downfield to Jackson, and there is a flag.
Oh, wow.
There were hands on there, but I didn't think that would have risen to the threshold that we've been seeing. That wasn't the worst one I've seen all day. I've seen one that was worse that got called. Or that didn't get called, right?
Right. So I'm thinking maybe he's making up for that pass interference he had with 2 people push run day down. But this penalty changes the momentum of the game.
Absolutely. That's a 3rd down and 9. Tigers fans are booing the call.
Oh, that changes the momentum.
And I could see why, because it's definitely a judgment call there. Yeah. And they don't like the judgment. But if you're a Bulldog fan, you love the judgment.
Right, yeah, you love that. It's about time.
Ball to 32. Busby's in the shotgun, trips to the right and one to the left. Baker's to his immediate right. And that handoff is to Baker. And Baker, he fumbled the football. We've not seen that at all from Rondé Baker. But Busby has the presence of mind to jump on that one. And so the Bulldogs keep the football but lose a good few yards. Back to the 24. And so that's a loss of 8, 2nd and 18. That we have not seen that all year from Baker.
Right. That's not his normal characteristic about Rondé, fumbling the football. But what he's trying to do is trying to make a play. You can't be mad at him, but we got to keep moving forward. Because what these defensive end is, they're playing in a 9 technique, which means they're playing outside the tackles. So their responsibility is to be outside. So we got to get that's perfect.
Offside. Oh, and he grabbed him by the helmet. Oh, he deserves that. Oh, he deserved that flag. I'll tell you. You're talking about an offsides, and then after the play, he just went and jerked Busby by his helmet. It would have been illegal if the ball would have been in play. But even worse, wow, that was just kind of dirty right there.
Right. That's true. But what's important right here, Trellis, is we did not respond.
Yeah, for sure. Good discipline by the Bulldogs
Right.
players there.
Because, again, you want to respond for your quarterback. Now, with us not responding, you're talking about 5 yards plus 15, because that's a dead ball foul. 5 yards outside, so that's 20 yards right there, and then it's first down. So you're talking about they're on the
And so there was an offsides, and then I don't know if they call a personal foul or
it's 15.
Yeah.
They said face mask, but it's still 15 yards. So you're talking about 20 yards. That puts them at.
And I mean, the Tigers, the way they're playing is not characteristic of an 8-0 football team. I mean, you would think you would see some championship things, but and I know that Coach Vance is probably over there not too happy. He's probably got him a halftime speech to give.
Right. I don't know if it's going to be halftime. He may get him on the field. Yeah, so I'm pretty positive about that.
Yeah, it probably hasn't been the case all year, obviously, 8-0 team. Busby, short pass to Gibson. Gibson hit. Nice defensive play there. Nope, Gibson is okay. Oh, he's down. But he's up. Grabbed by the legs, but Tigers get in swiftly. That's a 4-yard loss, 2nd and 14.
Yeah, just kind of threw the ball high right there. If he brings it down, we get a couple of yards right here. But something else I want to point out right here with the referees right here. They better get a hold of this game right here, because you saw Hattiesburg players step over Gibson right there. Now, what's going to end up happening is that, until they kind of control that right there, something's going to happen with this game.
Twins to the left, twins to the right. And it's Busby in the shotgun with Rondé Baker to his immediate right here.
It's a timeout.
So timeout's called. And we will step aside and be right back. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. You know who called that time? Second and 14. The Bulldogs back with the football again. It's Busby. Busby on the pass to Jackson. Jackson has an opening. Oh, he was hit immediately for only a gain of 2. Or it wasn't a gain of 2. It was a gain of 6. But it was 2 yards past the previous line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 8. So able to chop off 6 from that 14. And they got 3rd down here. And timeout's called by Hattiesburg. The last one was by Terry. And this one's Hattiesburg using up their last timeout of the first half. Just under 4 minutes to go in the first half. But coming up at halftime, we've got our halftime report brought to you by the Bryant Insurance Agency for home, auto, life insurance. Call the Bryant Agency for your insurance needs. Call 601-502-1161, 601-502-1161. It's the Bryant Insurance Agency. That will be our halftime report. Will be brought to you in just a little bit. We have just under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Terry leads Hattiesburg 14-7. Bulldogs have been impressive, and on offense they've been impressive too. They've been able to find things. This possession, has been less so just because of all the penalties.
Right.
And that's really advanced the Bulldogs here. So the ball's at the 46, 3rd down and 8. Twins to the right and to the left, and it's Busby in the shotgun with Baker right next to him. He's back to throw. Busby has a little room and a little time. He escapes the pocket. Busby looking, makes the pass, and he throws it away. 4th down and 8. Not really what you wanted out of that play.
Right.
That's what you get.
Yeah, that was a difference maker. If we've got that 1st down, and the reason why he called that timeout right there, you're saving time on the clock right here if you happen to stop them, which they did, so that you have a little bit more time left. Now what we have to do is we got to have a solid punt right here. We got to have a solid punt right here to kind of back them up, because he's at the 25 right here.
Brady Busby will be back to punt the football. There he is, punting the football. Downfield, and there it is rolling, and he fielded it. Now he's trying to take on the defense. He's tripped up and taken down at the 31. Returning that one was Ponce, Anthony Ponce, the junior. He was taken out of bounds. 14-7 ball game, just over 3.5 minutes to play in this first half. The undefeated Hattiesburg Tigers have struggled with this Bulldog defense. The only possession in which they scored, they got a big running play,
Right, yeah.
but the Bulldogs have done a good job guarding the pass.
Right. So now what you got to do is there's 3 minutes left before half right here. Don't fall asleep. Take care of the fundamentals right here. And the fundamentals defensively is making sure you line up to the formation correctly. And then making sure you make a solid tackle once the ball is, dispersed wherever it's going to go. So, and don't fall asleep right here.
Vance in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Delay of game. There's yellow on the field. And going back 5 yards. 1st and 15. Ball now at the 27. In 3.5 minutes, the Tigers are looking to equalize this ball game. Bulldogs lead right now 14-7. And now, handoff. Wrapping around his running back as he goes out of bounds. Just short of the 40 at the 39, 3 yards short of the 1st down. 2nd down and 3, a 12-yard run from Tony Scott.
Yeah, right here, we got to be careful right here. Making sure that we're fitting up on the defense right here. That the outside containment was not there on that particular play right there. So basically what they did was they just kind of outflanked our offense, our outside linebacker here. So definitely be careful right here.
Second down and 5 now. And there's the run again, and he's off to the races, and he's going to be taken down by the Bulldogs past the 40 to the 38 into Bulldog territory. So now they bring out Tony Scott, who they have not run with really at all this game, but now they bring him out, and he's effective.
Right, so I'm curious to see what's happening over there.
Don't panic.
Oh, okay, they got a wingman over there, and that wingman is just making him. Okay, I see what's happening now.
Quintarius White gets the big hit and the big tackle there. And it looks like it'll be a gain of 1 for second down and 9.
So they got a wing back to their side over there, which means they're putting an extra gap out there. And the outside linebacker's going upfield, which is creating an enormous gap on the left side right there. So how he has to do is press down and make it so they're actually going to run it on this side over here with the same play to number 28.
A receiver out left and a receiver out right. Vance. He keeps it, and he will reverse course to the left side. And he will step out of bounds before he got to the 30. And it looks like 32 is where he's going to get it. And it's going to be 3rd down and 3. So big 3rd down here for the Tigers But they're in Bulldog territory, so I think you're at the point where you're going to be in 4-down territory here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was a good pull by the quarterback because if he didn't pull it, the defense played that play really well right here. So they're same play to the other side over there, to their sideline. We need an extra defender over there.
Here's the handoff again. He's able to get through that hole, get the first down as he spins. And he's short of the 20, but he's at the 22. First down for Hattiesburg. They bring Tony Scott in here, and he's doing damage on this possession.
Yeah. So
but he's able to burst through those holes. He's seeing the holes, and he's bursting through pretty quickly.
You got more men over there than they do. It's simple. It ain't that complicated about it. They're pulling two guard and tackle from the backside, and then they're out leveraging. So, yeah, absolutely. That's why there's a hole there.
No gain for Hattiesburg. Second down and 10. Under 2 minutes to go. And the Tigers look like they are close enough to get in this end zone before the first half comes to an end. It's just up to the Bulldogs to stop them here. Vance trying to make a play call. Clock continues to run. Now we're down with just over a minute and a half to play. Vance. He's going to go for Keys. He's double coverage. Oh, nearly intercepted. It was just too long for the Bulldogs to get the interception. That was Quintarius Benson. Went right off the tip of his fingers. And I'll tell you this place would have exploded if he would have pulled that one in.
Now, that would have been huge. What they're doing is they're playing bracket coverage. And the bracket coverage is basically the corner has him on outside leverage and the safety has him on inside leverage. And they just did a good job right there. Got there a little sooner. I'm talking like 3 seconds sooner. That's an interception. And you killed that drive.
Clock stops at a minute 20. Third down and 10 now for Hattiesburg. They've got time, but now they just have to worry about execution here. The Bulldogs doing well defensively. Tristan Keys was in motion, and now Vance is moving to his right. He's going to make the pass. It's caught by Keys, and Keys is going to be taken down. But inside the 10, it's a first down, so that resets the series now for the Tigers, as they'll stop the clock to move the chains at a minute 10. First down now and goal. Whistle comes in. Timeout, Terry. So with a minute 6 to go, the Bulldogs are going to have to set up goal line offense basically here, as the ball is going to be at the 8-yard line for the Tigers. And you really did not want to go into halftime tied here, as you've been leading now for the entire second quarter. It was 14-7 after the first, but what do you expect the Terry defense to come out at?
Right, so the number one thing is you have to adjust to this formation. Now, I'm going back to this last play. I think they played that really well because there was a lot of bells and whistles on that play right there to even stop them from the game that they had right here. But right now what he has to do is you just have to line up to this formation and play with the type of football you've been playing this first half so far. So the number one thing is make sure they identify where is Keys. I'm tired of saying his name. And then also, most likely they're going to go to the wide side of the field, which means they're going to run the ball to their sideline. I'm pretty sure they are. I know I said a lot right there. Basically, they need to line up to the formation correctly. And then just make the play right here.
Just over a minute to go in the first half. First and goal now for the Tigers. Trips to the left and one to the right.
This is a different formation.
Tigers looking to go into halftime, tied up with the Bulldogs here. And now Vance is back to throw. A little bit of pressure here. Throws to the end zone, wide open for a touchdown. And that was Tyree Barnett. As Vance scrambled, found Barnett in the end zone. He was alone. Touchdown, Hattiesburg. They're going to make it 14-13, and with this extra point, they're going to try to make it tied up here. Edgar Ayala is the kicker for Hattiesburg, and he'll line up to kick the extra point.
Yep. Not sure what the route combination was right there. But, you know, hey, what we do right here is we're tied up, we come back and see what happened, and just make the adjustments to that particular play.
It's set up, the extra point is through, and it is good. We're tied up at 14. 14-14 here at Bulldog Field. It's a great ball game, but it is tied up. And the Bulldogs, they really wanted to put the lead up to 2 scores. Weren't able to do that, and sure enough, Hattiesburg, before this first half comes to a close, able to get that second touchdown, and we're tied up at 14.
So you keep situations like this where you feel like, oh man, I lost the momentum, they've scored. No, man, the track of a champion is, man, I got to come back. We got to look at something that we're going to do to put us in position right here. You can't put your head down. You got to shake all that stuff off. They score, so what? Let's go out there and play football.
Hattiesburg will kick the football away. 57 seconds to go in the first half. See how the Bulldogs finish the first half, if they'll maybe make some noise here. Back to receive is Rogers. He will catch it clean. Move to the middle. Trying to get some blocking. Makes a fake, and he's smacked. Doesn't even get to the 20. Ball's going to be spotted at the 18, and that's where the Bulldogs will start this final possession here, what it seems to be the first half. 50 seconds to play, and we'll see what the Bulldogs have going on this possession. Coach, what would you do in this situation here? 50 seconds. Would you play it conservatively, or would you go for it here?
Oh, no, I'm going for it. You can't, in this type of game, playing the number 4 team in the state, you cannot. You have to go and still keep your foot on the pedal where, maybe you run a little bit here, but I got to take a shot. Well,
Tigers are 8-0 on the season. Bulldogs 6-2, looking to get a big win here at home. Busby's in the shotgun. Oh, they're definitely playing it conservatively. They're going to take a knee. They're going to go into the half with a tie ball game. And so, folks, coming up at halftime will be our halftime report brought to you by the Bryant Insurance Agency. We appreciate you joining us here today. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button right now. The Bulldogs will take a knee once more and go into halftime tied up with the number 4th ranked team in the state of Mississippi, the Hattiesburg Tigers, the undefeated Tigers, tied up at 14. But we appreciate you joining us. We will step aside for now and come back with the halftime report in a little bit. Thank you for joining us. I'm Trellis Williams. We'll step aside.
cheerleader for 4 years. She is escorted tonight by her parents, Raymond and Bridget Alexander. Braylon plans to attend Jackson State University to major in biology pre-med. One more time for Braylon Alexander. Next up, we got Michaela Barnes. Michaela has been a THS cheerleader for 3 years. She is escorted tonight by her mother, Ryan Taylor, father, Michael Barnes, stepfather, Benjamin Lawson, and siblings. Michaela plans to attend Mississippi State University for FAMU to major in animal science to become a veterinarian. Score it one more time for Michaela Barnes. Next up, we have Jakayla Dixon. Jakayla has been a THS cheerleader for 1 year. She is escorted tonight by her mother, Tanya Dixon, and family. Jakayla plans to attend college to pursue an education in radiology. Let's give it one more time for Jakayla Dixon. Next up, we have Olivia Footberry. Olivia has been a THS cheerleader for 2 years. She is escorted tonight by her mother, Ashley Footberry, and sisters, Alyssa and Layla. Olivia plans to attend Southern University and UAM to major in psychology and minor in criminal justice. One more time for Olivia Footberry. Up next, West Varsity cheerleader Jayla Johnson. Jayla has been a THS cheerleader for 4 years. She was escorted tonight by her parents, Jamie and Ellie, and family and friends. Jayla plans to join the Air Force and attend Southern University to earn a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Give one more time for Jayla Johnson. Next up, we have Skylar Moulton. Skylar has been a THS cheerleader for 3 years. She is escorted tonight by her parents, sister, and other family members. Skylar plans to attend Jackson State University to major in early childhood education. One more time for Skylar and Milton. Next up we have Demiara Whitby. Demiara has been a THS cheerleader for 4 years. She is escorted tonight by her parents, Felicia and Demetrius Whitby, and other family members. Demiara plans to join the Air Force part-time while also attending Mississippi State University to major in criminal justice and forensics. One more time for Demiara Whitby. And next, Samara Smith. Samara has been a THS cheerleader for 4 years. She is escorted tonight by her parents, Stanley and Latoya Smith, along with her closest family and friends. Samara plans to attend Prairie View and A&M to major in engineering and psychology. Let's give it one more time for Samara Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 2024 Senior Football Cheerleaders. year at the band competition. Future plans including pursuing a degree through Harvard and UNC to work in the field. School for one time, come on now. Here's our boy, Kevin Benson. He's the son of Amari Benson Sr. and Sandra Benson. Kevin plays for based on bad accomplishments while receiving superior ratings at competition and joining the SST Club Line. Kevin plans to attend Alcorn State University to join the sound of Dynamite Marching Band and major in agricultural management. School for one time with Kevin Benson. He's the son of Charlie and Kimble. He plays for this team. Section leader for the 2024-25 season and winning 8 big leagues. Cameron plans to attend Alcorn State University, join the sound of Dynamite Marching Band and major in business administration. You are one more time for Kevin Brown. Here's the daughter of Brian Marco and Denise Brown. She is a member of the Bulldog. Jalea plans to attend Hattiesburg University and study to become a psychiatrist. One more time for Jalea Brown. This is the Michaela Goodman. He's a man of the her proudest accomplishment in the band is becoming a section leader. Michaela plans to go to college and become a diagnostic medical sonographer. Give it up one more time for Michaela Goodman. Jordan Hook. He's the son of Jonathan Mayweather and Tony Russell. Jordan plays lieutenant base drill. His band classmate include being a part of the SSJW line. Jordan plans to attend Alcorn State University. Join the Sound Dynamite Marching Band and major in agricultural business. Let's go one more time for Jordan Hook. Let's go now. Elijah Hunter. He's the son of Aaron and Selena Hunt. Elijah plays the bass drum and his band accomplishments are being a member of bands since 7th grade and learning how to play every percussion instrument. Elijah plans to attend Fort Valley in Georgia, major in electrician and later join the Air Force. Give it one more time for Elijah Hunter. Next one is Madison Jackson. He's the daughter of Lakita Jackson. Madison plays the trumpet and mellophone. Her band accomplishment is receiving superior rating at the band competition this year. Madison's future plan is to attend Jackson State University to major in early childhood development to later become an elementary school teacher. Let's give it one more time for Madison Jackson. Attending the Howard Auburn receiving the award for innovation. Give it one more time for Madison Kimble. He is the son of Eric and Bulldogs. Eric plays the band accomplishments include best freshman band member, best freshman percussionist, sophomore percussionist of the year, and junior percussionist of the year. Eric has been selected as section leader. Eric has been on since he was 3rd grade and is still actively in the way. Eric plans to attend Howard Community College where he hopes to continue and then transfer to Mississippi State University to major in mechanical engineering. Give it one more time for Eric Lewis Jr. Joshua Mann. Patrick Mann. Josh plays the tenor drum. Josh Band's accomplishment include being a member of the SST drum line and superior ratings at grand competitions this marching season. Josh planned to attend Ford College University and major in business administration with a minor in marketing. Give it one more time for Joshua Mann. Next one now, Jaden Osborne. He is the son of Jackson and Ashley Osborne. Jaden is a percussionist. Jaden's band's accomplishments include encouraging his musical talents and having fun while doing so. Jaden plans to major in architecture at MSU USA. Give it one more time for Jaden Osborne. Next one. receiving independent participating in the highest NCAA and getting a win in the competition this year. With plans to attend a university and study to become a physician. Still one more time for Christian Rain.
All right, folks, this is the halftime report brought to you by the Bryant Insurance Agency. I am Trellis Williams. Right here with me is Coach Tony Kimble. Terry and Hattiesburg all knotted up at 14 at the half. The Bulldogs will start off the second half receiving the kickoff. So, Coach, the Bulldogs spent nearly the entire second quarter leading after they scored first. Hattiesburg tied it up, and Terry scored again. The offense really overall has looked pretty good. They've been able to move the football against this Hattiesburg defense. What are some things that you're seeing from Terry that have been working, and some things that they need to do better in the second half?
Right. So it's definitely surprising when you look at it you look at the defensive. When you look at the scores from this season for Hattiesburg,
yeah,
you would come into the game thinking, Terry's going to have to do something different. But, we've been here all year, and they stay true to their identity.
Yep.
Give the ball to run day, and you're just chipping away, and then find that moment where you have your big play, which they did that. So I think just continue doing that in this second half, just pounding away and find that moment in that time where you can take the money shot. I think you're going to have to take a money shot here and there so that you're able to, catch them slipping, because you may not have that opportunity to push the ball down and have a 10-play drive. I don't think that's realistically going to happen tonight, but if it does, super. But I think you got to find a moment to take it downfield. So, yeah.
Coach, this feels like this may be the moment, because you're taking on a team that is the highest ranked team in 6A.
Yep.
And you've got you a spot in the playoffs. It very much looks like, you pretty much have a spot in the playoffs with getting a playoff win, with getting the win over Pearl River Central. And now you just need to figure out a way to win this game, Coach. I mean, and if you're able to win this game, then you know that you could do as much as win the whole thing if you could beat this team.
Right. This is a big, if they pull off this win, this will be talked about all over the state. When we talk about 6A ball, I've looked at some, everybody has their rankings. There's probably 1,000 rankings right now that, and people are showing Terry football some love, where, of course, they don't have them in the top 5. They may have them at number 7 or number 8. But the thing that we have to look at is that you got to keep your expectations high when you go back out here. You can't just say, oh, guys, well, we played pretty good, let's go out there. No, you got to tell them we got to have that same mindset we had in the first quarter, where we're saying that we're supposed to be on this field and we're supposed to be out here playing, and we're supposed to go out there and win. So that's kind of the expectations we got to have going out in this second half.
So the score is 14-14. In just a few moments, we will be bringing you second half action. The Bulldogs will begin receiving the football. This is the halftime report brought to you by the Bryant Insurance Agency. So some scores from around the state. Starkville Madison Central's 8-3 in the second quarter. That is live from Madison. 8-3 Starkville in the lead. I thought that would be a pretty good one.
What?
But it says Starkville's in the lead right now.
Oh, wow. That's shocking.
So Warren Central up on Callaway 24-0 at the half. So that sounds about right there. Picayune George County knotted up at 13 at the half. And George County with Deuce Knight, really good quarterback there, but Picayune a top team.
Right, yeah. That's
so you're talking about a good close game there. Ocean Springs up 7-0 on Gulfport. And that's some football, 7A football down on the coast. Wayne County up on Laurel 13-0. Laurel's kind of had a struggle of the season. Yeah. Wayne County up 13-0 on them. Petal Northwest Rankin in the second quarter tied up at 3. Petal Northwest Rankin in a tight matchup. Clinton Germantown. Germantown up 23-14 at the half. And Kosciuszko, Germantown with the lead.
That's just weird to me. How does Clinton beat Starkville? I don't know.
Clinton's been all over it. Clinton beat Brandon and then turned around and got stomped by somebody that you wouldn't have expected. I mean, Clinton's been all over the place. We were hoping that they would be on their downside when they came here, but they were on their game when they came here to Terry. And then that is West Point's up on Pontotoc 21-3. Natchez up on Provine 7-0. Those are the scores that we can see thus far from around the state of Mississippi. But we got players out for both teams, for Hattiesburg and for Terry. It is 14-14 at the half. This was the halftime report brought to you by the Bryant Agency. We will step aside. We'll have more second half action right here. It's Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. We are back from Bulldog Field. I'm Trellis Williams. Right here with me, Tony Kimble, head coach, or used to be head coach. And so, Coach, we didn't even talk about this. Coach Tony Vance used to be your coach in high school. And so just tell the listeners about that experience.
Right. So, yeah, 1997, I think might have been his first year coaching high school. He was the defensive coordinator for me, yeah, he's been that go-to guy for me. Was very helpful, instrumental with me becoming a head coach. So, yeah, so I know him well. So this is kind of a different moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball's kicked, it bounces, and it's Chadarius Rogers who has some blocking. He gets around the edge, and he's able to get past the 30 to the 31. Decent field position to begin for the Bulldogs. Not too bad, and Rogers gets out to the 30. And so that'll bring us to our keys to victory, brought to you by Richards Tire and Auto. Coach.
So one of the first things we have to do during the halftime is make adjustments. One of the things we have to do out here defensively is adjust to the Tigers' offense. Knowing how to adjust, because they had a formation where they got several yards at the end of the half, and then also making sure we are not afraid to take some shots downfield. So that's important for us moving forward.
14-14. Got 4 receivers out right and 1 out left. And Busby makes the short pass, and Baker was hit immediately as he caught it. Should be glad it wasn't picked off. They really read that one well. That's a loss. Going to spot at the 25, a 5-yard loss, 2nd and 15.
Yeah, they adjusted well to that formation. We ran it a lot this year and had some success with it, so they knew that they had to line up to it. So, they just made that adjustment.
And Hattiesburg able to stay disciplined on the offsides there, and I know that was probably a part of the halftime talk.
Yeah.
Busby fakes it, tossed it, Baker through the middle. And already being behind the original chains was tough for the Bulldogs, so gaining 3 only makes it 3rd and 12.
Yeah, so one of the things now is that, you can kind of see the aggression on that Tiger defense right here, and you got to match that, right? And one way to match it is either a big play right here or catch them slipping on some part of their defense.
So Busby's in the shotgun with 3 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Big plays needed for the Bulldogs here. A little bit of contact there. There's no call. Incomplete pass. Trying to get it to Gibson. Just missed him a little bit.
Yeah.
But even if you would have put it in his hands, he'd had to take on a couple of defenders there. So that'll be a 3 and out for the Bulldogs. 4th down and 12, and Busby's going to punt it away.
Yeah. So again, now you kind of mull to sleep right here where you got a 3 and out. But again, another important part of the game is special teams right here. So we got to make sure we punt this now. We got to get a pretty solid punt so that their offense is not.
How we not getting there?
Busby able to punt it away, and that looked like the Tigers coach. The Tigers coach was upset they didn't get a block. It looked like they were going to block it, but Busby does a good job of getting his punts off and keeping them strong even when he's under pressure.
Yeah, he does. I was afraid that they were going to call him down because he again, he's a baseball player, so that was a
That was a scoop right there, and his knees were on the ground, so I'm surprised we didn't get called or the ball being down at that moment. So,
and that would have been rough there.
Terrible, yeah.
So ball's at the 40 in Hattiesburg territory. The Tigers going to start their first possession of the second half. 14-14 is the score. We're all tied up. They scored a touchdown to finish off the first half. Man in motion now. Vance alone in the backfield. Now a man in motion, and that's Keys, and he'll hand it off to him. Keys, hurdles a man, and is down just short of the 45. Oh, wow.
So I'm pretty sure he's a part of that state championship track team right there. But he jumped over a man right there and kept going. That's not part of the NCAA 25 game that I'm playing right here. So that's something different.
Second down and 6, just under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. 2 receivers out left and 1 to the right. And Vance is in the shotgun now, 2 men in motion with 9:40. Now another man in motion, that's Keys, and Vance is going to keep it. Take it to the right side, stumbles and falls, and he's pounced on by the Bulldogs at the 44. No gain, 3rd and 6. And Vance hasn't been quite as successful with his feet today so far as he usually is.
Right. So we're definitely getting back to the basics right here of making sure that we're fitting that particular play, which, you know, if you don't fit it well, your quarterback, the other team's quarterback is going to run all day. So we're doing a good job.
Twins to the left and right, trying to catch the Bulldogs off sides. Vance wanted a call. He turned around to the referee. Doesn't get it. 3rd and 6. Vance is back to throw. He's going to throw it to the left side. Oh, he almost had the first down. He does get it as he dove in. Oh, are they? Yeah, I'm sure they're going to give it to him. They always give it to him when it's close.
Oh, that doesn't look like. If he's going to put it where he's standing, that's not a first down.
He's telling him it's a first down. He's telling him to get on.
What?
I will say this, though. I thought the spot was a little short, me personally.
Yeah.
I thought his spot was a little short. I do think it was a first down, but where he spotted it would not have been a first down.
No.
So ball's at half field. So nice play from Vance getting it to Keys on the far sideline. Tigers keep it moving. Twins to the right and left. Hayden Leverett to the immediate right of Vance. 8:20. Vance back to throw. He's going to throw it deep, and it is incomplete. Threw it way over. Keys wanted a flag, doesn't get it. 2nd down and 10.
Right. No, you're not going to get that when the defender pushes you to the sideline right there. If it forces him to the sideline, that's not a call right there. I mean, if he would call that, then, you know. yeah, he might need to turn his suit in. But.
2nd and 10. Trips to the right and 1 to the left. Trips are on the near side. Vance fakes it, pass, bobbled, dropped, incomplete. 3rd down and 10 now. What's the play call for Hattiesburg here at half field? 3rd down and 10.
Here, most likely what they're going to do is go back to, looks like they're running a counter play where they're running it to the wing. Wherever the wing is, that's where they're running to right here. I'd be pretty shocked if they try to throw a deep ball right here. But, you know, you never know. You never know what this team is going to do.
Hattiesburg has twins to the left and twins to the right. They bring Tony Scott back out there in the backfield with Vance. But Vance is going to keep it himself. As he fades back, he tried to throw it to Scott. It was right in his hands. He dropped it. Incomplete. 4th down and 10. And now Hattiesburg looks like they're going to come out in a punt formation. Wow, good job by the Bulldogs stopping this drive.
Right. No, that was a good job by the defensive line, okay? Because what they were doing, the Tiger offense was doing, was setting up a screen. And the D linemen for Terry retraced their steps and put their hands on the running back right there, which they can because the ball is behind the line of scrimmage. That's an excellent play by a high school defensive line right there.
Tigers in the punt formation. They've got Keys back there to punt. He will punt the football. It's a line drive. It bounces. And Rogers wisely going to let it go, even though that is in bad field position there. But Rogers muffed one earlier. He didn't want to mess around with that. So the ball will be at the 8-yard line, and the Bulldogs are going to have to methodically take this on. But good job by the defense getting the stop. And so now you got the football once again. First down and 10 from their own 8-yard line is where the Bulldogs will start their possession. Folks, I do want to remind you that I have a radio show covering high school sports in the state of Mississippi. If you're in the Jackson area and beyond, check out 97.7. The beat of the capital. We are on that station, and if you're not in the area, you can check it out by looking up 97.7, the beat of the capital, to listen in. And the show is at 8 p.m. on Wednesday nights. There's the toss back, and Jackson able to spin out, and they were playing with fire on that one, right in front of the goal line. So ball's now going to be at the 5, and I think they're going to lose 3 yards. Or no. They well.
Yeah, they lost 3.
Losing 3 yards, 2nd and 13.
Yeah, that defense.
So yeah, no, go ahead and say what you're saying. I was about to ask you so like, what do you do here if you're the Bulldogs?
You got to run north until you get your back off that end zone. You got to run north. You can't run east and west.
Oh, they go east to west, and it's a pass to Jackson, and he gets nowhere. And that will be no gain, 3rd and 13. So now the Bulldogs basically are playing not to get caught in the end zone here because the safety would be game-changing. It's a tie ball game.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So, right here, what you're trying to do is you're trying to be methodical and trying to get the ball out, but this defense kind of swarms just like the Terry defense, east and west. So you got to try to hit them either in a zone or you run to pick up those yards to get out of there.
Busby back to throw. He's going to pass it down to Gibbs. He threw it away. It's intercepted. The interception is by Baker. He tries to take it to the end zone. I don't think he made it. He's just short of the end zone at the 2-yard line. And wow, oh wow, what a mistake there by the Bulldogs. And what'd you see there, Coach? I mean, I know he's trying to get it to Gibson up that sideline. It was way too shallow of a throw. But what'd you see there?
Yeah, you trying to make a play. And, the type of quarterback that you have, you want to make a play instead of kind of making the decision, hey, just throw it away and we punt the ball and let the defense play right there. So it's a lesson you got to learn. We'll see how costly it is.
Yeah, he was tempted by what he saw because if he would have thrown it a little over, that might have been 6 because he was behind that defender.
Yeah.
But he threw it too shallow, so it was an interception. So you see what he was seeing, but in that kind of situation, you really want to preserve and try to get that ball out of there. But they're going to go for the QB sneak, it looks like. I don't think they're going to get there. He's stopped short, 2nd down and goal now. And the Tigers right on the precipice of taking their first lead of the game. And they will have 3 more chances to push their way into the end zone.
They're going quarterback sneak right here.
This is how they got their first touchdown.
Right, yeah. Because I think they may be on the half inch. Yeah, they're close.
Bulldogs going to stack the box here. And there's going to be a handoff to Leverett, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Hattiesburg. And the Tigers take their first lead of the game, and the Bulldogs are going to have to answer here because now you trail 20-14. They're going to bring out the extra point kicker, Edgar Ayala, to try to go up 21-14.
And you gotta keep rolling right here. You gotta turnovers, so what right here. When moments like this, you gotta make a decision. You gotta punch back. You can't just say, "Oh, we just came here to." No, you gotta punch back. Extra
point is good. This is one of those games where every extra point matters a whole lot, and that one was right at the corner.
Right.
And so, but it did go in. 21-14, Hattiesburg leads. They will kick off to Terry. Bulldogs now trail for the first time in the game.
And, in close games like this, it's about turnovers. It's about turnovers and yards. It's just what it is. It's not,
there are big plays that are happening, but, we got to capitalize on, we got to bounce back on that interception right there.
So, yeah, just a mistake there, but also the field position came back to bite the Bulldogs as well. And so starting off at the 8-yard line and then losing yards immediately, and then now you're on your own goal line, and that really messed the Bulldogs up there.
You got to punch back, man. That's the kind of mentality that you got to have. You can't just sit there and take it. It happened, shake it off, and move on.
Short kick, and it'll bounce. And they fumble a little bit, but now the ball's in the hands of Kendrick. Kendrick's got rid of a whole great tackle. Oh, my goodness, that was a great tackle by John Tarvin. Oh, man, if he wouldn't have gotten him, he'd have been gone. He'd have been gone, but Tarvin went and got him. What a play. And he can't really even – you cannot emphasize that play more. I mean, that was quite a tackle.
One play away from that touchdown right here. But we get good field position right
That's
here.
right.
Probably the best field position we've had in the last 2 or 3 drives right here. So we got to capitalize on it.
21-14 score with just over 5.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. The Bulldogs trail by a touchdown to the Hattiesburg Tigers, 21-14. A receiver out right and a receiver out left, and it's Busby in the shotgun. Busby will hand it off, and that's to Baker. And Baker is pushed down. That's Jordan McGee right now. I was wondering, I was like, man, Baker's running a little different. Because McGee does the side-to-side fakes. But he doesn't really get anywhere there. A gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Clock continues to run here. It's an important drive. You're down a touchdown, and you don't want to go down 2, so you really want to get something done here. Busby is back rolling to his right. Pass nearly picked off again. And who was that nearly had it in his hands? It was the same man, DeMarcus Baker. He almost got his 2nd interception, but it just fumbled right out of his hands. So the Bulldogs live to see another down. 21-14, 3rd down and 9. That Tigers stands, they're buzzing over there.
Right, yeah. And the way that you defuse that is get a first down. That's what you're trying to do on this drive. Get your first down.
Busby gonna hand it off to Baker, and Baker is taken down immediately, and the Tigers defense is standing on business right now. That was Caden Smith with the big tackle. 4th and 9, and the Bulldogs are gonna punt it away again. It's up to the defense to get a stop here. But the thing is that last time the Bulldogs defense was put in a nearly impossible situation. Ball at the 1-yard line is when they got a chance to play defense. So just hope that this Bulldogs defense can do a good job here. But Busby's back to punt the football. Shuffle around the line and oh wow. Offsides against Hattiesburg. Does this affect your decision making here if you're the Bulldogs? This makes it 4th and 4.
Yeah, if you're willing to make I don't think they are. I think they're going to punt it. It may help you punt-wise.
Yeah, 4th down and 4.
They're offsides again now.
So now a little closer. The Bulldogs, Busby. Oh, wow. And that one was a little blocked. Oh, he fumbled it out of bounds. Oh, wow. It's still good field position for Hattiesburg. He dropped it a little bit for a second. I thought that it might squirt over to a Terry player. But it is not. Hattiesburg able to get in and block Busby's punt.
You got all these factors that are going on. I said something earlier about the band. Like the band makes a difference in a game like this. What's hyping up the Hattiesburg team is their band. Our band is playing like that. That makes a huge difference.
And our band had to take a break because of senior night. I mean, they weren't here for the first part of the second half here. So they got the handoff, fake handoff, pass is incomplete. It was just a bad pass. He's trying to get it over there to Barnett, and it was low. Incomplete.
So they're still in good position right here to make a stop right here. You just need to make a stop and come back. You can't let them score.
2nd and 10. And there's a flag at the line, and you hope it's against.
Offside.
Oh, wow. No, they called it against Hattiesburg. It's a false start. Yellow on the field, false start, and the Tigers are moving back 5. 2nd and 15.
Interesting enough.
Second down, 15. Folks, please be sure to hit the subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button right now. 2nd down and 15 for the Tigers. They lead by a touchdown over the Bulldogs, but they're trying to add to this lead. Bulldogs want to get this football back. Trips to the right, one to the left. Vance, back to throw. Pass, caught by Keys. And he's taken down. Just short of the first down marker. 1 yard short for a 3rd down and 1. If you're the Bulldogs, you want to get a stop here, of course. Tigers would go for it if they get stopped.
Right, yeah, I'm pretty sure if they do get this stop, Terry gets the stop, they're going to go for it.
Trips to the right and one to the left. Vance fakes the handoff. Pass incomplete. Threw it behind Keys.
They get this stop right here. This is going to be a kind of a momentum shifter right here, but I think they're probably going to bring in their heavy group right here. Yeah, they are.
4th and 1. Big 4th down for Hattiesburg. Vance in the shotgun. There it is. He's going to run. And he got the first down, but he's down. To the 28-yard line, and the Tigers keep it rolling. First down for them. I saw a question in the chat that was asking who got the last touchdown. That was Hayden Leverett with a rushing touchdown from the half-yard line on the last one. And then before that, it was Deuce Vance with the pass to Barnett for the touchdown. Their first touchdown was a QB sneak by Vance. First down and 10 at the 28-yard line. Handoff. And able to move the pile inside the 25 to the 24. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
That's sort of a better job of adjusting to this play. Looks like they're running a trap.
Vance in the shotgun, trips to the left, none to the right. Leverett on the run, and he bowls his way through to the 15. Another first down, and the Tigers punch their ticket to the Raising Cane's red zone. And going down 28-14 would be pretty damaging for the Bulldogs' chances of winning this ball game. So you really need a stop here. And the Bulldogs called timeout because it just isn't working right now. They're going to call their first timeout of the second half. Folks, we appreciate you joining us. Trellis Williams right here with me. Tony Kimble bringing you this ball game from Bulldog Field. So to begin the ball game, Rondé Baker with a big run and then ran it into the end zone for a touchdown to begin. Bulldogs went up 7-0. Tigers responded on their next possession, being able to get a big run from Leverett that set up a QB sneak from Vance into the end zone to tie it up at 7. Then a big play, a trick play for the Bulldogs where they handed off Jordan McGee, and Jordan McGee threw a pass deep for a touchdown to Braden Gibson to go up 14-7. That was in the first quarter. The entire second quarter goes by until the final drive for Hattiesburg. They're able to tie the game with a Vance pass to Tyree Barnett, wide open for a touchdown to tie it up at 14. Second half begins with the Bulldogs going 3 and out, then stopping Hattiesburg, and then throwing an interception, got set up for a touchdown. Vance will be sacked, and that sack is brought to you by the Hydra Station. A modern spa offering full body massages with use of water jets. The Hydra Station allows you the full experience of relieving your sore muscles with state-of-the-art machines while allowing you to stay dry while receiving the benefits of the water jet massage. Go get you a massage at the Hydra Station. And so the Bulldogs get a big tackle for loss, a big sack, 2nd down and 14, ball at the 20-yard line.
That's a big stop right there. Just got to maintain it. It looks like they are fitted very well defensively.
Twins to the left. Vance dealing with some pressure now. More pressure. He's going to throw it deep. Over the head, incomplete. He's trying to get it to Keys on that far side. Now it's 3rd down, 3rd and 14. And, Coach, be great to get a stop here if you're the Bulldogs. I mean, come on here. You're not in striking distance. You're at the 21-yard line, 3rd down, 14. What do you expect the Tigers to come with?
Yeah, so what happened earlier was they were able to run the ball effectively. But again, I know I'm tired of saying Keys' name tonight, but you got to figure out where their playmakers are. And don't be shocked if he comes.
Ball's passed short to Keys. Keys scrambling now. He's going to run. He gets the 1st down, and he throws it. That's an illegal forward pass. Very illegal. Oh, wow. He nearly ran for a 1st down and then threw the football. And that just ruined their go. What happens here?
I can't remember if
This was 4th down, so I'm sure the Bulldogs will decline it and take it over on downs, right?
Yeah.
Because it was an incomplete pass.
Right, yeah.
And I think the Bulldogs just got a big stop here.
Oh, that's a huge stop. Yeah, go ahead.
It'll be Terry Bulldogs football. There's no way that this could be Hattiesburg's football. I just don't. Wow. And you're talking about definitely your most talented player out there making a big mistake there. Oh, my goodness, Hattiesburg's out here with their offense. I don't know how in the world that this could be anything but Bulldogs football. It's 4th down. Can the Bulldogs not decline the penalty and take the ball? That was a 4th down play. Yes.
So was that 3rd down that made 4th down? I can't remember that.
Well, no, it was 3rd down. That is my apologies, folks. Okay. That's my apologies, folks. It was 3rd down. Now it's 4th down. The Bulldogs did decline the penalty still. It appears, at least. Or I don't know if they're – yes, they did. 4th down and 14. So 4th and long now for Hattiesburg. Minute 34 to go in the 3rd. Vance in the shotgun with trips to the right and one to the left. And now a man in motion. Vance back to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to throw it. It's short. It's caught by Keys. Now you just got to stop Keys. Now he's taken down short of the 1st down, so it'll be a turnover on downs. Terry Bulldogs football. Good job by the defense. I'll tell you, Tristan Keys, he's a talented player. I mean, how long he is. And just real quick. Covers a lot of ground with his stride, too.
Right. That's a big play. And we don't know if that's going to be the play of the game right here because you prevent them from going up 2 touchdowns. You come back and score right here, which now puts you right back in the game.
Yep.
So that was a huge stop.
It was.
Yeah.
Minute 22 to play in the 3rd. Bulldogs take over on downs. Our takeaway sponsor is Wheeler's Janitorial. Call 601-892-7547 to take care of your cleaning. Wheeler's Janitorial. Busby back to throw. He's scrambling. You got to get rid of the football. Don't take a safety here. He's going to run, and he lost a yard. And Busby looks like he may have been in some pain, but Busby's going to get up and be okay. And it looks like a loss of a yard for 2nd and 11.
You know, I think all season he's done a really good job of just throwing the ball away and being able to bounce back from that interception is huge as a sophomore, because that's something that can really take you out mentally. So, you know, he wanted to throw the ball right there, but that was a smart move. I just tucked it.
They take Busby out, so they got McGee back there now. McGee is going to run it, going to run right through the middle and dive to the 10. And that's going to be 3rd and 10. You don't really want to give the ball right back to Hattiesburg here.
You're going to have a solid punt if that happens. But I agree. I don't want to give it back to them in this field position right here.
They bring Busby back out. Clock's running, 20 seconds to go in the 3rd. You want to head into the 4th with no damage done. 3rd down and 10. The play clock and the game clock are simultaneous. Busby short pass to Gibson. Gibson has room. He's got a screen. He's out to the outside now. He was taken down past the 15 to the 17, 3 yards short of the first down marker. Oh, wow, that was a great tackle.
Right.
And it'll wrap up the 3rd quarter as we head into 4th quarter action. And it's 4th down and 3 when we come back. Coach, I know that it would feel ridiculous to go for this and miss it and then give them that good a field position, but at the same time, you really don't want to give them the football back right now.
Yeah, it just depends on if you're a gunslinger or not. It just depends. I can come up here and say, yeah, go for it. But kind of the flow of the game right now is that, you know, in my heart right now, I want to go for it. But it's ridiculous where you are in terms of field position right now. It will make a difference in the game if you get that first down, but that's tough.
And by the personnel we're seeing, it looks like we're about to punt this football away. We got Brady Busby, and I saw Glendarius Ford and Quintarius White, and yes, they're definitely punting this football away.
It's the wise thing to do. You know.
Ball's at the 17, just 3 yards short of that first down marker, 4th down and 3. Appreciate you all joining us. This is Terry Bulldogs Football on the TSJW Network. Please hit the subscribe button, like the stream, share the stream. Nearly have 400 viewers right now. That's pretty cool. Appreciate you joining us. Busby's back to punt it. What you don't want to do is get your punt blocked again. So you want to have good protection here. You got Keys back there to receive. Busby does punt it, does get it off.
Cover.
It's not Keys, it's Punts that's back to receive. He does get it. He's taking on defense. They're trying to get him down, and they do at the 35. 35-yard line for the Tigers will start. And so the Bulldogs do a good job with it.
No, that's a solid punt right there, because you almost, you know, not almost, but you flipped the field right there almost. Yeah.
Brady Busby's such a key player for the Bulldogs. He plays quarterback and he's the punter. And he's a good punter at that. And a good up-and-coming quarterback, a sophomore. You always have to give him his props. And you're talking about, and then the intangibles as well. Yeah. Because you're talking about a play like him recovering the fumble that Rondé Baker had. Yeah. I mean, that, you know, if he wouldn't have done that, it would probably be 28-14.
Correct.
And so, you know, those kind of things are huge. Fake handoff for Vance. Vance able to elude a tackler. He's taken down at the 40, smack down. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5, and now you got Jakari Brooks out there holding on to his calf. You hope it's just a cramp. They do blow it dead. Referee timeout. Yes, and it is a cramp. He's stretching that leg out. So Brooks on the field. 11:32 to play. Tigers with the football, 2nd down and 5, and Brooks is going to jog off the field. Good thing to see that it is only a cramp. And it's a really good game, folks. 21-14. Hattiesburg in the lead, undefeated, number 4 ranked team in the state, top team in 6A. Here at Bulldog Field, having a tough one here on the road. Deuce Vance in the shotgun for Hattiesburg. 2nd down and 5. Vance, handoff, Leverett. Oh, he broke a tackle and broke another one. 1st down. As he got past the 45 to the 46-yard line, and the Tigers get the 1st down.
Yeah, we missed a big tackle for a loss right there. Oh, that would have been a difference in this particular drive for Hattiesburg if we gotten that stop right there.
Ball at the 47. 1st down and 10. Vance in the shotgun. He'll hand it off. He faked the handoff, makes the short pass. That was over to Barnett. Barnett will get past half field to the 49, and that's a gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
We got to cut down those gains on 1st down. When you're getting 4+ yards, 4 more yards, man, that's not good. So you got to decrease that some.
Vance, handoff, Leverett on the dive. No. Gets a few, gets to the 46. He's 3 yards short of the 1st down. 3rd and 3. Now, if you're the Bulldogs, you want to get a big stand once again, just like you did last possession.
So they're going to give it to Leverett right now. I'm pretty positive if he's in. No, he's not in. Okay, so it's interesting. Either Deuce is going to keep it. Let's see.
Oh, and they snap it directly to the running back, and he will not get there. Good defense there. That was Jordan McGee forcing the 4th down. No gain, 4th down and 3. That was a huge play.
That is a huge play by the Terry defense right there. I'm curious.
That was Joel Burnside was the running back there that they snapped it to for Hattiesburg.
Oh, this is a big play right here now.
So 4th and 2 as they spot it at the 45. Big 4th down here for Hattiesburg. Bulldogs looking to get a huge stop. They trail by a touchdown. 9.5 minutes to go. There's the snap. There's Vance. Vance pushes through. The Bulldogs stop him. They stop him on 4th down. A turnover on downs. What a huge play by this Terry defense that has performed all night long. How about that?
That's a momentum shifter right there. Okay, you stop a team like that, and you stop them at the position they're in right there, that's a momentum shifter right here.
And that's great field position for the Bulldogs, and now they're getting huddled up with their offensive coordinator. They want to put points on the board on this possession. The ball is at the 44-yard line, and you hope Vance is okay. Deuce Vance struggling a little bit over there. He got hit pretty hard. They were trying to push him through for the 1st down, and you hope he's okay. Now, you hate to see that. He's kind of doubled over. Might have gotten speared in the ribs or something. I don't know. He is walking.
It's kind of the heart of that offense. So if he doesn't come back, somebody has to step up.
The Bulldogs will have the football at their own 44-yard line. And now they're going to be out here with Jordan McGee as quarterback here. McGee was the quarterback for his sophomore season. The last year at the Bulldogs, we're in the big, toughest region in the state. McGee avoids the tackler, and I don't know, this is going to be a false start against the Bulldogs. So a mistake to begin the possession, 1st and 15. So they have it at the 39. And what do you think the Bulldogs are trying to get here with Jordan McGee as running at quarterback?
Just trying to get that extra, when you run at a quarterback, what you end up doing is you have more blockers now. And I guess they're trying to get the ball to the outside of this Tiger defense.
McGee's back to throw. Short pass is high. Oh, wow. And did he pull it in? Doesn't look like it was an interception. He did pull it in, unfortunately, losing more yards. Ball's now at the 36. And you're talking about 3rd down and long, 3rd and 18. 2nd and 18, rather. So that's my mistake on that. And the first one was a false start. McGee in the shotgun, trips to the right and twins to the left. Here's McGee, back to throw. He's going to toss it downfield to Gibson. Oh, it was right in front of him. Oh, man. Oh. That would have been 6, folks. It was right in front of Gibson. And now this makes me question, I wonder what's going on with Brady Busby. Because they're running McGee as a quarterback right now.
I don't see him on the. Do you see him on the sideline? I'm not sure.
I do not. I do not see him on the sideline here.
Yeah, I do. He is. He has his helmet on. I would throw it to Gibson again. I'm sorry.
So ball's at the 35-yard line, 3rd down and 18. McGee is back to throw. McGee is going to chunk it back deep again to Gibson, and this one is nearly picked off. It is broken up. 4th and 18 now. They're going to punt this football again.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at this, I wouldn't go away from it. This deep pass right here, where you're just trying to get it on the 9 route right there. He's there. He's there. I mean, he's kind of underthrew it right there. Yeah.
4th down now, and here comes the punt. Busby sends a beauty downfield. That one is caught, received, trying to make something of it. He breaks a tackle. He reverses course, trying to make a run. This is Ponce. Ponce trying to get more. Ford's going to pull him out of bounds, past the 50 to the 49-yard line, and that's where Hattiesburg will have it. Hattiesburg up by a touchdown. The Bulldogs aren't making use of their possessions right now on offense. And one thing the Bulldogs lacked that they had last year were just guys that would make things happen defensively. Like last year, pick sixes happened all the time. We had R.J. Hall back there, Donald Passmore, and of the like. And Bulldogs have yet to really get a real turnover. They've turned them over on downs a couple times, but not a real takeaway.
You got another opportunity right here. You know, you got the momentum on your hand. So you just need to make the stop right here.
Vance, handoff, Leverett. Pushes through. Oh, he barreled over a man and got the 1st down. Past the 39. 1st down for Hattiesburg.
Yeah. We talked about what the keys to the game is adjusting to formations. And this formation right here, in which they're out leveraging them to their sideline right here, we got to shift the defense to the defensive left right here so that we can be in good position.
The run to Leverett. Leverett bowling through. He's able to gain a few. Looks like a gain of 1 to the 37. 2nd down, 9. Under 8 minutes to go now. Clock's running. Hattiesburg with the football. They lead by a touchdown here at Bulldog Field. Deuce Vance in the shotgun with Leverett to his immediate right. No, that's not Leverett. That's Tony Scott. Short pass caught. And the move from Barnett. He's short of the 1st down, but 1 yard short. 3rd and 1.
And, you know, to be up, I think they're trying, I mean, every time everybody's trying to score. But in situations like this, you want to run the ball. But what they're doing is they're just throwing these little short, hot routes right here, which are just like running the ball to get to the outside right here. And they're trying to let this clock run out some too.
2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. And it's Vance in the shotgun. Vance on the handoff to Scott, and Scott's got room to run, and he's got more room to run, and he's tackled from behind. Past the 20, down to the 16-yard line, it appears, in the Raising Cane's red zone, and the Tigers are moving the football. Just over 6.5 minutes to play in the game. It's going to be a timeout called by the Terry Bulldogs. 21-14, Hattiesburg's in the lead, and they are on the verge of scoring again. We will be back. Tigers football, first down from the 16-yard line in Bulldog territory. The Tigers are in the Raising Cane's red zone. They're up 21-14. Bulldogs use their second timeout of the second half. Vance in the shotgun. Bulldogs really want to force a turnover. Leverett around the corner, able to push through, pushing through again and marching out of bounds. He got the first down. It's going to be first and goal, looks like from the 6.
They're running the sweep, old school sweep. That's what they're running.
They're going to throw Elijah Sanders in there. They want a little more size. Up at the front.
Buck sweep, that's what they're running right now. And the buck sweep is old Green Bay play where they pull to the guards and they're running outside.
Vance to his right side, and he's taken down. Second and goal. This Bulldog defense has done a great job. And one thing that you can take from this game, whether you win or lose, is your defense can play well enough for you to win even in the playoffs.
Right,
you know that by this game right here. But you really want to be able to put some more points on the board in a more consistent fashion here.
Yeah, that's what you want to happen. But it's a good time for the defense to start playing effectively.
Leverett marches into the end zone. Touchdown, Hattiesburg, and they go up 2 touchdowns. That's the second rushing touchdown for Hayden Leverett. And he puts more points on the board for Hattiesburg, and now it looks like they'll be able to move to 9-0 on the season unless the Bulldogs can score quick here.
And that's just an inside zone that they ran. And what they did was cut off the backside defensive end, and this is what it is.
Extra point is up and good for Ayala. 28-14, lead for Hattiesburg here at Bulldog Field. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button right now. 6:02 to play in the game. The Bulldogs will be ready to receive this football, but this game has really been knotted up. The Bulldogs led 14-7 at the end of the first quarter, and they just haven't scored since. Their offense looked very fluid in that first quarter. And then after that, it really just hasn't since.
Yeah, and at this point, you have nothing to lose right now. So you're going to have to
And I think what they tried to do in the last drive, what Terry tried to do in the last drive, he tried to take shots, and we just missed them. Where you're just running a 9 route, and you're just trying to get it to Gibson. That's just what it is. I would try it a couple times on this drive right here, and hope that I get that touchdown. It'll be 28-21.
Keeson Kendrick back to receive. And now the kick is there. And getting it is Chadarius Rogers. Rogers will make the turn, and he gets to the 25.
I'm not clear why he's stopping, because all of his blocks are on this outside right here. I guess he sees one defender and it's making him cut back. If he continues to widen that thing out, he has all kind of blockers out here on the right side. You'll see that on film. Busby is back,
So Busby back in at quarterback. They tried out Jordan McGee on the last possession. Now it's Busby. Got all receivers. Busby is going to make the pass. Baker's there. Overthrown. There's a little resistance on Baker, so he wasn't able to get there quite in time, but that was what could have been a great pass.
Right.
If Baker would have gotten that one, he didn't have anybody behind him. So they try and they miss. 2nd down and 10. At this point, just like you're saying, Coach, nothing to lose for the Bulldogs here.
Right, nothing at all.
Trips to the left, twins to the right. 5:48 to play in the game. You want a quick score. There's the whistle. Timeout called by Hattiesburg. They'll use their first time in the 2nd half. Next week, the Terry Bulldogs will go on the road to take on Forest Hill, the Patriots of Forest Hill. That'll wrap up the regular season for the Bulldogs. They want to pull off a miracle here at home, down 28-14.
You come right here, of course, Hattiesburg took that time out to make adjustments to what they're doing to their defensive scheme right here. But again, it really doesn't. I'm trying to throw this ball down this field and hope for the best.
If the Bulldogs lose this game, this is the last game here at Bulldog Field for 2024, for sure. Busby has got time. Gonna launch it downfield to Gibson, and it's incomplete. Just a little overthrown to Gibson.
Oh, it's there. Oh my goodness. It's just a yard or 2 off.
It's 3rd down and 10 now. And I mean, at this point, you're using all 4 downs, so you got 2 more downs here. 5:41 to play.
Look like they're going man-to-man with a man on top right there.
Baker's in motion. Busby gets it to McGee, but it was right in his breadbasket. But it did tip a Hattiesburg defender, and then went right to the breadbasket, popped off the chest to McGee, incomplete. Now, Coach, why do you punt it here? You're down 2 touchdowns. I don't see where. I guess going for the punt here.
I'm not sure why.
Well, the thing is, though, is if you're able to get a stop real quickly, then you get the ball back instead of just setting up. If you miss it, just setting up an easy, going 3 touchdowns ahead there.
Yeah.
Busby's punt is picked up by Ponce, but they say his knee was down. They say Anthony Ponce's knee was down at the 37. And that's where the Tigers will get the football again. 5:28 to go in the game. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, defensively, you're gonna have to man up and just go blitz right here. Can't sit back.
Tigers football at the 37-yard line. 5:28 remaining. They lead by 2 touchdowns. Twins to the left and 1 to the right. Snap was high. Vance keeps it. Looking to make a pass, throws it to a man that's already on the ground, and Barnett to keep that clock running. Actually, a pretty smart play because you keep that clock running.
They got an ineligible man downfield.
It's going to be a flag against Hattiesburg here. We're going to move it back 5 yards now to the 32, 1st and 15. 1st and 15 now for Hattiesburg. Makes the handoff, and now the run will be 2nd and 14, or 2nd and 11 rather. 28-14 is the score. Clock continues to run. We're at 5 minutes to go.
How many timeouts do we have? We have
1 more timeout remaining for the Bulldogs. Under 5 minutes to play. Clock continues to run. Bulldogs want to get a stop here, but even if you get a stop, you're going to have to score really quickly.
Yeah, quickly.
You're going to have to score quickly and then go for an onside kick, which is possible, so you want to get a stop here. Here's Vance in the shotgun. And he's going to keep it, make the throw across the middle, and Barnett catches it and keeps it, and I think he's going to be short of the 1st down. Probably a 3rd and 1 situation.
That's a surprising throw right there. 3rd down.
I know it. I mean, you know, Vance hasn't been too conservative with his passes. He'll throw that football, but I will say one thing about Vance's throws is they do have a lot of heat on them. Just not too easy to pick off. Matter of fact, I mean, some of his receivers have dropped them with the heat that they have. But what it does do is allow you not to have turnovers.
What are they doing here?
Oh, wow. And they decided to give the Tigers a 1st down here. And so the ball will be at the 47. Coach Thigpen not a fan of that decision. Tigers football.
What?
Just over 4 minutes now to play. 1st down for Hattiesburg. Vance is in the shotgun. Twins to the left and 1 to the right. There's the handoff to Leverett. And he's taken down at the 48. Gain of 1. 2nd and 9.
Okay, I just missed how it went from 3rd down to 1st down. But at some point we got to have a stop right here. I don't think they're going to pass it again because at that point it's almost like a timeout.
Two receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Vance is in the shotgun. There's the handoff and the run from Scott. He'll get to the 45. He's 2 yards short of the 1st down. 3rd down and 2. You stop him here and get him to punt, and then maybe you can do a little something in less than 3 minutes.
And I'm pretty sure they're going to go for it. If the Tigers stop him right here, I think they're going to go for it too.
Last year, this game was 39-0. It's been better for the Bulldogs this year. Scott tries to get it. The ball's loose. And I think he was down first. They call him down first, but he will not get the 1st down. He is short. 4th down for Hattiesburg. You think Hattiesburg will punt it or go for it? It's really close.
Right, I'm pretty sure that you go for it. Ain't nothing you can really lose.
That's right, because even if it's a turnover on downs, it's Terry's ball there, but that would be good field position if the Bulldogs were able to keep it.
But the
There you
D-line
go.
did a good job of standing up the offensive line of Hattiesburg, which made them bounce the ball outside. So that's a good job by that defensive line right there.
Hattiesburg will go for it, and folks, this may be the ball game right here. If Hattiesburg gets this first down, I think you're going to see a Tigers victory. And yes, they push Vance. I think he's going to get it. He does get it. It's a first down, and the Tigers look like they will win this ball game. Minute 55 to play. They push it across and get the first down. Ball at the 42.
I would say this. I mean, I felt like we played. Well, we'll talk about that.
Yeah. Ball at the 42. First down. And there's a little movement up at the line. Timeout called by Hattiesburg. And they use their second to last timeout. Have one remaining in the ball game. Minute 27 to play, and it looks like Hattiesburg will stay undefeated and survive a trip to Bulldog Field. They lead 28-14 with a minute 27 remaining. Next week, we will be back live here on the TSJW Network YouTube channel, bringing you the Terry Bulldogs taking on the Forest Hill Patriots in their last regular season game before they get started with the playoffs. That will be Thursday night, not Friday night. It will be Thursday night for Terry as they take on Forest Hill. Last year, the Bulldogs beat Forest Hill 55-0. And Forest Hill's had a struggle of a season this year. 2-7 record. Beat Gin Hill last night. But really just a tough second half for the Bulldogs. It's really been a tough 3 quarters. Had a good first quarter. Then ever since then, slowly but surely, Hattiesburg took the game over. But really, the Bulldogs defense did a great job holding off the Tigers really the whole time. Stopped them multiple times.
It is.
But still not getting any major turnovers then.
Yeah.
Not getting any takeaways that would allow you to put you in good position to score there.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you probably in the last 4 games, they've scored 40. So to keep them at 28, there's no more victories in the game, but that just added to what you're saying. Like that's pretty good for the Terry defense right there.
Yeah.
You look at on the 1-yard line, the interception there.
Tigers in victory formation, and Vance will take that knee, and the Tigers are going to win the football game at Bulldog Field. A disappointment for the Terry Bulldogs in a game that they know they could have won. But, folks, similar to last season, if you can't win them during the regular season, listen, you'd rather win them in the playoffs. And if the Bulldogs can get over that hump in the playoffs, then that might just be what they need to do. Jordan McGee feeling the emotions, taking in his last moments on Bulldog Field as a Terry Bulldogs football player as he takes the gloves off, sticks them in the helmet, takes his jersey off, and the Bulldogs fall in defeat to the Hattiesburg Tigers 28-14. Folks, we appreciate you joining us. It's Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. I'm Trellis Williams, right here with me, Tony Kimble. And Coach, going into next week against Forest Hill, you look to go 7-3 to finish the regular season, which is a very strong record. What are your takeaways from this game? If you're a Terry Bulldogs team that you are going to the playoffs, and you want to make some noise in the playoffs, you're going to have to win on the road. What do you take away from this game?
The playoffs are not about offense. Playoffs are about defense. And the defense showed up tonight in their best fashion that they could. And I actually felt like we played better against Hattiesburg than we played against West Jones. It's just in my opinion. So, you know, defensively, you go again, you look at film, you find out what went wrong, you make those adjustments, and you're playing your better ball at the end of the year. That's a plus in the playoffs.
Yep.
Because what you're going to do is face teams from the other side or whatever district we're going to play against. And as a 3 seed, I've been in a position where I've been a 3 seed, 4 seed, 1 seed. Being a 3 seed is a good thing because you're going to play, you know, you play the number 2 seed and you just never know. So defensively, we have momentum. I mean, we do. I mean, really, you know, the interception that happened down here, that was in an awkward position right there. So you, as a 6A team, really held them maybe 21 points or so. That had, you know, I'm looking at the scores here. That hadn't happened. That hadn't happened much at all. So,
yes. So the Bulldogs will go into next week and take on Forest Hill on the road. And we've had some real good band action out here at Bulldog Field. It's been a fun night. We had a lot of energy here, a lot of people here at Bulldog Field to watch this ball game, and I think it was worth all the fanfare.
Right, it was.
28-14 ball game. Hattiesburg gets the win. They're 9-0. Terry loses. They're 6-3 on the season. Folks, we appreciate you joining us. We'll be back next week. Of course, tomorrow we got some basketball, some Counselors TV action tomorrow here on the TSJW Network YouTube channel. We're going to be busy all week next week. We appreciate you joining us. Appreciate King Williams on the camera, doing the videography here tonight. Appreciate Nettie Williams on the production here tonight. Tony Kimble, we appreciate him. Color analyst here today. And I'm Trellis Williams. And until next week, it'll be Thursday night as the Bulldogs take on Forest Hill. I'm Trellis Williams. We out.